What is up, people? What is up, people? I've got a visitor. I've got a visitor at my camp. Sorry, this is my remedy for poor lighting. Jeff, CITAP1 just showed up. Oh, boom! He's right here. Look at that.
Hey.
Turn the camera around. There he is.
Hey.
You're live, man. You're live streaming.
You've got a new bigger camera.
A bigger camera. Oh, I have to invest. I have to invest in some bigger cameras. Yes,
Yeah.
better cameras. Yes, I'm using what I have. How are you doing? It's good to see you.
Nice to see you.
Yeah,
Sir.
good to see you. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you, man. Good to see you, brother.
And hey,
Yeah.
I brought you a couple of
sweet.
those.
Oh man, that's
I'm
awesome.
not sure if you like. I've never had Michelob Ultra Light beer before, so I thought, I'll try it.
Okay, Michelob Ultra Light. Okay,
Then, if
awesome.
that's not your style, I also got some Black Butte Porter.
Oh, definitely.
And an old standard Guinness.
Oh wow.
So,
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. And I
That's
did just drop
incredible.
that.
You're so generous.
Yeah. Well, hey. No
Seriously?
problem.
You're just sharing it. All right. Well, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
No, you're absolutely
Let's
welcome.
have a split of Guinness. Are you hungry? I just made some tacos.
I could stand some tacos.
Well, I've got some fresh taco meat here. Let me just heat it up a little bit.
Okay.
And yeah, let me get you fixed up here with a couple of things.
Okay, sounds good.
So how was the drive?
The drive was good. Yeah, I've been.
Parker. Yeah, make yourself at home, man.
I've met a real nice couple of people up at.
Move a couple things out off
Parker.
the sofa here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, help make yourself at home.
Okay, okay.
This is live stream number 2 today or tonight. I've been watching Hobotech here on his live stream.
What?
And I'm totally ignoring my viewers right now. Well, there's only 2 people watching.
Okay. There was yeah, Hobotech. I've seen his. There was someone, Dave's RV or something like that.
Dave's RV.
Yeah, there's Dave's RV. He's been doing some stuff down here at the RTR, and he's done a really good job. He did a really nice drone flyover of things. And so it's been good. I've been looking forward to getting up there and seeing a couple of people. There's one of the people I want to see is Traveling Robert. You ever
Traveling Robert? Oh yeah, I've heard of Traveling Robert. Yeah.
Yeah.
He has that. He's a gentleman. Has that accent. Kind of whatever.
Every time I hear him, I think of Ricardo Montalban. And but yeah, I think he's got one of the best voices on YouTube. And you know, if you like Khan from Star Trek, you'll like Traveling Robert.
Traveling
Robert.
From who from Star Trek?
Khan.
Oh, Khan. Okay.
Yeah. And or you know, if you liked what was it, Fantasy Island? That was always interesting. So yeah. Anyway. Okay, so you've got 2 people are watching now, or has that changed?
There are 2 people watching right now. Okay. Yeah, 2 people watching. Let's see. I don't think anybody's mentioned anything yet. No questions or no comments.
No comments.
What do you like on your tacos? I got some salsa here. I've got some cheese. That's pretty much all I've got right now. And I've got other stuff, but
yeah, salsa cheese.
Salsa.
I'm not picky.
And cheese. I'm just warming up the turkey. I just cooked it here not too long ago. So.
Well, I got a bunch of. I posted a video from what I bought up in Parker. So we got a lot of goodies from Parker. I got hamburger. I bought, instead of hamburger buns, I got ciabatta bread, mini ciabatta loaves. And I like those for hamburger buns because they're stronger. They hold together better. And
I'm just gonna grab my microphone here, external microphone. Kind of jumped the gun a little bit here. There we go. That's better.
Yeah.
Got to have good audio.
Now that's a Samsung, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, Samsung. It's an 8.
Okay, so Lake Lizard says, I think you have it covered.
Think you have it covered?
The food.
Oh, the food. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think Lake Lizard is one of your subscribers.
Oh, Lake Lizard. Yeah, yeah. I think he might have dropped off after I sold the truck camper.
Oh,
A lot of people,
no,
some people kind of dropped off a little bit.
Yeah.
But
now, do you secretly kind of wish that you still had the truck camper?
No, I don't.
No?
No, I don't.
Okay.
No, I mean, no, I don't.
Well,
It was too cramped.
Yeah.
It was just too cramped for me.
Yeah, because I mean, this is just like the truck camper, only bigger.
Yes.
A lot bigger.
Yes. Very. Yep. It is very similar, and the bed is much.
Oh, you've got a whole separate bedroom.
Nicer, a whole separate bedroom, and it's just much nicer to. It's just a lot. It's a lot more comfortable, and but it's not. This isn't perfect. I mean, it's still a little bit short. Like I wish the ceilings were a little bit taller.
This is still palatial compared to. I mean, you were scraping your head in the Northern Light, and you took out that air conditioner because the cover inside was right there.
Yep.
And so, you know, it's you're doing better in here. I mean, you can't do your jumping jacks or anything, but you can walk around without worrying about scraping the top of your head on anything.
Yes.
I mean, you can even turn the fan on without getting a haircut.
I can. Yep. And that's a nice thing. And then with the slide out, I do workouts and stuff in the morning. I'll do my sit-ups, I do my push-ups, I do stretching, and which is great. I couldn't do that in the truck camper, but no, I don't. No, I mean it was nice. It was a really from a truck camper standpoint. I mean it was a great turn the key and go truck camper. I mean it had everything. I mean it had the stereo system, it had the TV, it had the generator, and it was pretty. I mean, for a truck camper, it was pretty spacious, and then it had a really great. The dinette in it was really nice. It was really comfortable to sit at. The countertops were tall, and the stove was tall. The way that it was built, and the table was tall too when you would sit. So it was built well for a taller person.
Well, you had to kind of step up into your dinette, right? With
yes.
The slide out. Yeah.
Yes, I had just a little step up.
But it was still that was a nice camper. That dinette really made that camper nice because my camper, instead of having the dinette booth, it has like the little side saddle seating and just not comfortable.
Yeah, your camper though. I remember the last year when I stood up, and it has a pretty tall interior,
it's
pretty ceiling height.
Well, because one of the things is it's mine is one of the earlier basement models. Like yours had the basement that it came up and then it went out a bit and then up further, and so yours had a taller basement than what mine has. And but there's also, I think that they tried to limit the overall height outside, and so you have a taller basement. Okay, well then they got to kind of take away a little bit inside or with your headroom because they used it for your storage underneath. But yeah, there are some of the other campers like the 6-packs that they don't have any basement. They're just right on the truck bed, and those can be pretty tall. They have decent headroom, or the couple that I've been in, they were okay. But they definitely don't have some of the storage capacities. But they're also, it's a cheaper camper.
Yeah.
You can get into a nice camper at a reasonable cost. Now I'm not sure if 6-pack is still around. They were in Oregon, and I think that they folded a couple of years back. Not 100% sure on that.
Well, I think you're ready to go.
Okay.
So help yourself.
Okay. So you had some.
Are you drinking? You gonna have a Guinness too?
Or
you gonna?
I'm gonna. You know what I'm gonna do? I haven't tried the light. I'm gonna try the light beer.
Okay.
And this way, these two are here, and you can have these when you want. And I've got a bunch more of these out there.
Okay.
This one here, it fell, and so the top kind of popped a little bit.
Oh.
So I have that one, and save that one for now.
Settle a little bit. Okay.
Okay.
Right, well, yeah, I'll just have a Michelob here, or a Michelob Ultra. Michelob Ultra.
It's not bad. I mean, it's just a watery light beer.
Yeah.
Not a lot of beer taste to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's smooth.
Yeah, I mean,
it's smooth. Cheers.
Cheers.
Welcome to Quartzsite.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Good to see you. Good to see you again. Well, yeah, fix yourself up there.
Okay, where's am I safe to use that for a shelf?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So tomorrow I need to get over to AM Solar and see if I can get a.
You mean Northwest Wind and Solar?
Discount Solar.
Discount Solar. Oh yeah,
Discount
Solar. Yeah.
And see if I can get a decent solar setup in there. Okay, so we have our cheese. Got a little bit of salsa here. And you say this is turkey hamburger?
It's turkey.
Okay.
Turkey with regular just taco seasoning.
Okay. All right, let's go for it. Thank you, sir.
What's up, guys? Jeff, CITAP1 from YouTube channel CITAP1. He just arrived in Quartzsite, came by. He's going to spend the night. Going to camp here at my camp here tonight. He's got a truck camper. Go check out his YouTube channel. CITAP1.
Hey, what kind of tacos are you serving me here? I've
got
structural failure on my taco.
You got to put it in.
Oh wait, I'm on the wrong side.
You're on the wrong side of the camera.
I've got structural failure.
No, I'm sorry. No, you're right. You're over here. Yeah, I don't know. This is all silliness.
Okay. There. See that? Like, now watch it fall off the plate.
Yeah.
Structural. What kind of tacos are you serving around here? I drive how many hundred of miles from Seattle to get down here, and I get served a broken taco. Can you believe that? A broken taco.
A broken taco.
Jeez.
It's really funny that you say that because I just the last stream I did, I just was pumping up and promoting these taco shells. They have the wide the width of the taco shell. They're wide.
Yeah, it's kind of like flat on the bottom.
Yeah. It's flat. Yeah, it's flat. So yeah, you have to be. When you taco shells. I don't have to teach you how to eat taco shells. You know how to eat taco shells.
Okay, well, that's a good taco. You have redeemed yourself.
I've redeemed myself. Not sure how this is going to work here. This whole, I don't quite have the best. Have to get in the frame here, but
what you need is some light.
Yeah, and that's what I'm lacking. A little bit of that actually does better. It's actually a little bit better.
How's that?
Well, it's actually, yeah, I mean, that definitely shines a light.
That works, but it's pretty harsh.
Yeah, it's pretty harsh. What we got here? RV Bandwagon. What's up? What up, Roller? What's up, RV Bandwagon? You have a friendly visitor here, my friend Jeff from Seattle, Washington. Drove all the way down here from Seattle, Washington in what, one day? He drove all the way down here?
No, I can't do that anymore. It took 4 days. 3 days of about 10 hours on the road, and that included some dinking around. And then I stayed in Las Vegas last night at my brother's house and made it the rest of the way down here.
Okay.
And, one thing that was interesting is I left Las Vegas with a half a tank of gas, and I was figuring I'll get some gas along the road. So I'm driving down, and I keep driving and there's nowhere to get gas. So then I finally get into Needles, and I was going to turn off to get gas, but the exit I had to take was all closed off by the police.
Oh no!
Because there was a fifth wheel on fire down in the off ramp.
No kidding,
yeah.
on fire?
It was.
Oh,
it was
wow.
completely burned out.
Wow.
And so they had it blocked off. Couldn't get in. So now I'm stuck. I have to drive another 19 miles to.
Wow.
Havasu?
No,
farther south, but it's where you take 95 south and then you get onto, is it 40? I-40 or I-10? I-40.
I-40.
Yeah, and then you go across, and then there's the Pilot and the Loves and the Chevron station at the turn to go south again on 95.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I pulled in there, filled up, and my 34-gallon fuel tank took 33.4 gallons.
Oh, jeez. You don't want to run. You don't want to run out of gas out here. That's not good.
Well, what I did
you
last year.
You want a fork, or do you want you can? Why don't you just get it and grab another one if you want? I mean, grab a new shell, man.
Oh, fork will work for me. Where's a fork at?
I'll give you a fork.
Okay.
There you go.
Thank you, sir.
You bet. Anything else you want to hear? Here's a.
Oh, this is good. Napkin will be great. Thank you. Yeah. So anyway, I filled up at the Love's station.
What's up, Elvis Travels? I'm listening. I'm listening to you.
At
No, we're camped. I'm not camped at RTR. I'm camped on the other side of the RTR on Quartzsite. The other side of Quartzsite. But I went up the other night and visited Hobotech's camp. The other two nights ago, visited Hobotech's camp. Another night in paradise, right? Yeah, another night in paradise. Anyways, I didn't mean you were talking. So you went to Las Vegas. You almost ran out of gas in your truck.
Mm-hmm. And so I filled up at the Love station there, and all is good again. How much was that? It was.
So that was the Loves on top of Havasu before you.
No, it's after south of Havasu. It's there's Havasu, and then
Parker. Not Parker.
It's before Parker.
Oh, before Parker.
Yeah, okay. It's where you turn off of I-40 and get south on 95, and then the next stop is Parker.
Oh, okay. On 95, and the next stop is Parker. Okay, all right. Yeah, I know where you were. Yeah. How are you guys doing tonight? Just having another. This is live stream number 2 for tonight. We're just sharing, just talking with my friend Jeff here. He just came down. He's from Seattle, Washington, and he's headed down here to the RTR. He decided to stop over at my camp. And you're probably gonna camp here for a few nights, and then go up to the RTR and camp for a couple nights, or?
Well, I'm gonna go over and look at the solar stuff in the morning, and then.
You want to go down to Discount Solar? Okay.
Right, and then head up and because there's a couple of people that I got to run into up there too, and so I'm gonna be going back and forth between this and that, and is it like too much of a zoo up there? You don't.
At RTR or whatever?
Yeah.
Oh well, this trailer is just too big to get in up there.
Mm-hmm.
I went up there before a couple weeks before the RTR, and I looked at it, and it's just a couple of areas that it's just hard getting this trailer in up there.
Yeah, because the RTR, the new location, I know there's that wash going into it, and that might be kind of a trick for you. And I know some Class C's have been getting in there, but the back end of it might scrape a little bit,
Oh, through that one big wash?
Yeah, some Class C's are extended way back beyond the rear wheel. Mm-hmm. And so some of those, I guess, have scraped going through there. Me having four-wheel drive truck and camper, no problem.
No problems.
And I kind of went over a couple of dips getting into this spot.
Oh yeah, yeah. this is an easy one. This is a nice spot, isn't it? Because it's
Yeah,
close
well,
to the road,
mm-hmm.
and it's not that far out of town.
Mm-hmm.
And that was kind of my other complaint. Is one of the other reasons I didn't want to camp up there. And I mean, I have camped up. I camped up there a couple of years ago, but
Mm-hmm.
I like just being able to have pretty quick access into town.
Right,
And when
right.
you camp way up there, it's a long way to go in and back and forth
Well,
to town.
you've got a
But
paved road here. And
the
that's
party
all
is
gravel.
nothing. It's nothing like what's going on up there right now.
Yeah,
Much better party up there.
I'm curious. It's going to be interesting to see just what is going up there, because there's Bob Wells is the RTR proper, and then there's a lot of people that don't want to be in the RTR proper, so they're over at the Party R.
The Party R, yeah, they don't want to be in the they don't want to be because they don't want to go be with the rules and and all the stuff they can. And then of course on the 2019 section, on the 14th day everybody has to leave.
Right.
And so that is kind of causes some pain and suffering for some people, I guess.
Oh yeah, and with just one access point in and out of there too, that's gonna cause for some interesting times too. Like especially like first thing in the morning and last thing in the afternoon when everybody's coming and going. I can see a half an hour, 45-minute wait just to get in and out of there through that one road,
because it's one way in and one way out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. When I was up there a couple of nights ago, it seemed like there was a lot of people camping in like the 2018 section. I mean, there was a lot of people camping in the 2019 section, but there was a lot of people that were camped outside of the main event.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, but it's definitely, they have a big stage platform set up where the speakers speak, and it's a lot more organized, but also kind of a lot more rules. That's what I hear.
Yeah, well, there are two things that I want to see up there. Number one is the solar seminar with, I think it was Arizona Wind and Sun was going to put it on.
Oh.
And I think that's Thursday. They had one today, but I couldn't get here to do that. And then they have a second solar one. I think it's on Thursday.
Oh, okay.
And then the other one I want to see, it's either tomorrow or Tuesday, but the mining, the guy that shows you how to find gold. And I went to that last year, and it was really interesting. So I'm going to try and make that one again this year. Then,
that's cool.
Yeah, but there's the whole point of coming down here was to go to some of these seminars and see stuff, and it was interesting. I enjoyed it last year, and yeah, last year I was camping with Seven Wonders of the World.
Oh yeah,
and super nice guy. And so he's up there again with a group of step vans, and so I have to get up there to have tea with him, because he sets up his tea thing, and then I know he's going to do some work, and so I might offer him a little bit of help if I'm not doing solar or something else. And so, but yeah,
some building things or some stuff with his van.
Well. Last year I helped him with his old fridge storage location, and then it ended up that it didn't work for him, so he's dismantled all of that, and he's doing some other stuff. But I've watched his channel the last year, and he's picked up quite a few handy skills now, so he's getting better and better at fixing up his step van.
Okay.
And he did a lot of research on that step van.
It's got a Cummins engine in it, isn't it?
Right.
Like a 12 valve, like same engine as what's in my truck, isn't it?
Is it? I don't know if it's a bigger or
small. I think it's a 96, isn't it? His step van, a year?
Well, all I know for sure is that it used to be a Snap-on Tools van.
Oh, Snap-on Tools van, okay.
And he wanted that one because it had a heavier suspension and the Cummins engine in it. And so he bought that, got it fixed up, and now he's kind of in version 2 of setting it up to live in. And so anyway, it'll be fun to go up there and see how he's doing. And then the other people I want to see is Destination Open Road, and that's Scott and Terry.
Okay, and, I haven't met them.
Okay, and they're nice people. They were up at that Ocean Shores gathering last year with Nomadic Fanatic, Living Free, Camper Van Carolyn was there, or Camper whatever, and so there are a few of the tribe up there. And they're all pretty nice people, but Scott and Terry would be interesting to catch up with them because they had just gotten that first truck camper, and it was a gift, or they got it for free, and so they just were really proud of that
for
camper.
free. Wow.
Yeah, I think it was.
How do you beat free. You don't beat free.
And it was an 11-foot.
What's up, Rock Adventures? How you doing, man?
Yeah, got to catch up on the questions.
Yeah, got to stay on top of this. This is serious business here. You don't want to leave anybody behind. Rock Adventures, he wanted to meet up. It's hard to do RTR meetups when I'm not at RTR, isn't it? Andy Wilson, that's a 12 valve. We're talking about this guy's step van. I think it is Seven Wonders of the World. His step van. I think he's got a 4BT Cummins engine, which I believe is a 12 valve. Yeah. Yep. If it was 1996, it's a 12 valve. What's on the drink menu tonight? We're just tasting some Michelob Ultra Superior Light Beer. Light beer. This is courtesy of Jeff. Jeff, this is courtesy of Jeff tonight.
It's diet beer.
Diet beer. Yeah, it's definitely some lightweight beer.
It's very watery.
What's that saying? Michelob tastes great, less filling. You also brought by some Oregon beer, some Deschutes Black Butte Porter beer.
I'm a porter hound. I like porter beers.
Porter
beer, you bet.
Porter's good stuff. Yeah, it's just pretty stout beer. Anything that Deschutes puts out is, I think, really good. And then some Guinness Stout. Oh yeah.
Well, I think you can crack open that porter for me because you know what, this Ultra it doesn't taste bad, but there's just not enough beer taste.
Not enough beer taste, yeah.
Not enough of a beer taste.
I agree. Would you like it in a solo cup? You're just gonna drink right out of the bottle. All right, drink it out of the bottle. Okay.
I'm a heathen. I'll drink it out of the bottle.
All
please.
right. Let's see here.
You have.
Yep. We have. So we can.
Andy
Crack.
Wilson, you drink IPA, and Rock Adventures. I am leaving RTR on Wednesday. See here, much easier.
Leaving it on Wednesday. Oh yeah, I forgot. I guess
sit down and enjoy yourself.
Yeah. Why didn't I think about that? Geez, I must be amateur level here at these live streams. At least I'm willing to admit it. I don't feel bad about it.
Now the Black Butte Porter.
Gotta learn somehow, right?
Has much more beer taste.
Oh yeah. Well, this is kind of weird because I'm seeing what I am seeing. Oh well, I'll just read. It's a little bit delayed from. Yeah, it is. It's a few seconds delayed, but so it's kind of weird. Don't watch yourself on the.
Well, I've got the volume down, so that's not going to throw you.
Okay, Rock Adventures, I'm great. Good to hear. Drinking an IPA. I don't know. I'm not. I'll drink an IPA. I'm not really a big IPA fan. They're okay. I'm leaving RTR on Wednesday morning to Yuma. Okay. Where are you going to be camping in Yuma? Thanks for the thumbs up, guys. Guys and gals. Okay, there's your phone back. I could pull it up. I can pull it up on my phone. Yeah,
well,
that's
that
actually.
Way you don't have to get up every couple of seconds.
Yeah, I don't have to get up every couple of seconds. You know, I never. I feel like a fool, but I didn't figure that out until just until now. All the live stream, I'm sitting in front of it and just scrolling the screen when I could have just been on my phone looking at it.
Well, what's really bad is when you walk
reminds
up.
Me of the movie Dumb and Dumber.
When you walk up to the screen there and you're going like, what's that say?
Oh yeah. For sure. Well, we got 10 people watching. Thank you for watching.
It's not too bad. It's about 2 seconds.
Yeah, about a couple of 2-second delay. Let's see. We got Big D. We got how do we get notified on the live streams? Just don't want to miss them. Well, I haven't been scheduling my live streams. I've just been flying by the seat of my pants.
The bell.
Yeah, if you hit the bell, yeah, I think there's a bell, or if you hit the bell, then when any new uploads that I post, they will notify your phone or whatever device you're using. So that I think is probably the best way to do it. But I know that you can also schedule the live streams, which I haven't been doing just because I haven't been doing. Just been flying by the seat of my pants when I do them because I've just been doing them when I feel like doing them. So yeah, hit the bell, and then that'll notify your phone. And then also, if you go into your settings on your YouTube app on your device, go to your settings for notifications, and you'll just want to make sure that you have you have it checked that you will get the notifications from the channels that you subscribe to. So then, when a new video is uploaded, you'll get a ping on your notification on your phone or what have you. Yeah, no problem. That's how it is. Seems like Friday night down there, beers and friends. Yeah, it's definitely, yeah, I know it does seem like Friday night. I've been partying like it's Friday night. Well, I've been having fun like it's Friday night. I haven't really been partying, but it's been fun to just kind of let loose a little bit. And it's Sunday night, so that's a winning combo for sure. Hit the bell. The YouTube app will tell you when his live streams is live. Yes, hit the bell. All right, we got 12 people watching. Thanks for watching. I don't know. I need to dump Rock Adventures. I don't know. I need to dump my water. Do grocery, go to Planet Fitness, have a shower, and probably go into Walmart, sleep, and go into San Diego on Thursday morning. Okay. Well, I do know that the casinos in Yuma are now charging for overnight parking. FYI, you probably already know that. The Paradise Casino and the Kushan Casino, they're now charging for overnight parking. So, but I know that the Fry's in Yuma, it was okay to park there last year, and people park at the Fry's in Yuma, just park on the far end of the parking lot, but I know that's a good place to park.
Is that Fry's Electronics?
Yeah, Fry's Grocery Store.
Fry's Grocery,
yeah,
okay.
The grocery store chain, yeah.
Okay.
Static Camper Van, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you, Scott. Happy New Year.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, guys, just stop by to say hi. It's Static Camper Van from Seattle.
Yeah, he saw him up at CamperCon. He's a nice guy. He's got that little Transit Connect van of his that he has got that set up so efficiently. You know, people should go to his channel and check out if he's got any show and tells on that van, because it's a good little van. I'm amazed at something that small can hold an entire person's life so well. And but yeah, it's kind of funny. But yeah, he's a nice guy.
Awesome. Yeah, I voted Scott as the or Static Camper Van. I voted him the #1 van life ambassador for ambassador for van life, dude. You get my vote, #1. You're #1. You're a super cool guy, and I appreciate. I think it's cool what you do, and how you are and how you come across, and just kind of how you talk to people. So, anyways, dude, you're man. He says it's a ProMaster City, a ProMaster City van.
Oh, is it okay? It's the Dodge.
The Dodge ProMaster,
Okay.
ProMaster City.
Yeah. Okay. I thought, silly me, I thought it was the Transit Connect.
How many days can you last on your freshwater tank until you have to refill? I have been going. I went 3 weeks, and that's being conserving a lot of the water. So I can go about 3 weeks, between 2 and 3 weeks. I could go longer if I really wanted to, but 3 weeks is probably it. When I take a shower, I'm taking like a full body shower, but sometimes I just like do like a wash my hair or whatever, and that can conserve a lot of water. But yeah, usually about 3 weeks right now, which is great. But I'm not like being. I mean, I use water. When I wash my dishes, I use water. I don't. Sometimes I use vinegar to wash things, but most of the time I use water. So he says it looks like a Transit Connect, but it's a ProMaster City, a Dodge ProMaster City.
Yeah, they're very similar. Yeah, I was asking if he was going to come down this way, but I guess he's got to work or something up around Seattle area.
I think so. I haven't. Yeah, I'm assuming that. Yeah, I'm assuming. Yeah, that he works. So yeah. So you are in Las Vegas,
Mm-hmm.
and is it true that last year you were in Las Vegas when the shooting happened? Or
No.
oh
It was yeah, that happened afterward.
it happened afterwards. Okay. Well, after when you were
After I
there.
was
Oh, okay.
gone.
Yeah. Well, that was a good thing that you. Well, yeah. It's a good thing you weren't there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was pretty major.
Very very major. Yeah. Like spectacular. So spectacular major.
Yeah, but last time, yeah, I've got my older brother. He's 87, and he is in great shape for 87. The guy, he's like an energizer senior citizen bunny, I guess. But yeah, when I get back up there, they've got they're members of a thing called oh God, what is it? But they get cheap tickets for all the shows in Las Vegas, uh, and what it is day of show unsold seats, and yeah, it's called Encore, I think is what it is.
Encore.
And so they have several shows that they're trying to take me to, and but yeah, I'll get up there and they'll have my entire schedule filled with pretty cool things to do. I mean, I always have a good time up there, and there's a couple of people I'd like to see up there. I'm gonna run down to Harbor Freight and hang out down at the Harbor Freight store, see if I can find Explorer Steve.
Oh, Explorer Steve.
He's missing in action.
Explorer Steve, yeah, he's the Harbor Freight guy. He's the Harbor Freight guy. He's the Harbor Freight ambassador for Harbor Freight.
Yeah.
Explorer Steve.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We got. I'm headed to Belfair, Washington. Andy Wilson. I'm headed to Belfair, Washington at the end of the month with the Arctic Fox and both quads. You ever hit the trails out there? Belfair, you know what? I have never ridden in Belfair. I've lived in Washington all my life, and I have never ridden in Belfair. No, I have never ridden over in Belfair. Nope. One of my favorite places to go riding, like quads in Washington, is an area called Juniper Dunes, which is east of Pasco, in the Tri-Cities, east of Tri-Cities. That's a really good area to go riding and also camping. If you don't want to go riding, it's a cool place to go camping. It was free camping out there, free 14-day area camping, and a lot of people will go out and go camping. It's in there's sand dunes, but that's a good place to go camping. I highly recommend it if you want to in eastern Washington.
Yeah, so Belfair, there's an area right up there that my brother Mitch goes razor riding with friends.
Oh, I saw you doing that.
It's they say he really likes that area over on the Kitsap Peninsula. I'm not sure what the name of it is, but it's near Belfair, so
near
he might
Belfair.
be going to that.
Oh, okay.
And there's also another area out near, where the heck is that?
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, yeah, definitely go and check out Juniper Dunes. I really like that area, and I also really like the camping. The camping in Juniper Dunes was really cool. But go and do a little bit of research. It's been a few years since I've been there. The access out to that area, there's like an easement between a couple of farmers' properties that you access out to the dune area. And I know that there's been some issues with access out there because of property rights and so forth. So you might want to do a little bit of research before you go out there just to make sure if there's been any changes.
Yeah, because there's a lot of ORV sites around Washington that are really good. I'm not into it, so I don't know the names, but I do know that the Capitol Forest has some really good riding. But
Capitol Forest, yeah, I've been out there a lot of times. Yeah.
But it's a summer only.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Oh, they close it. Oh, you're right. They close it down in the winter. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's another one near Mount Rainier, Enumclaw area. But my little brain can't recall the name of it. And that's another one where my brother goes to out near Mount Rainier with.
Evans Creek. Is it Evans Creek?
Maybe.
Yeah, Evans Creek. Yeah, I used to be able to go out in 4x4 out there, but in Evans Creek,
Okay.
out by Mount Rainier.
Kelly's gonna tune in now. She just got back from the.
Kelly's tuning in.
Cat food. She had to go get cat food. So, you're on. Okay.
We're on.
We're
streaming out to the universe.
Hi, honey, if you're there. See, it's just me and Dalton. No wild partying.
No wild partying. Did you? There's more. If you want more tacos. What
good.
else? What, are you hungry? You still hungry? Or?
Well, I had when I was in Parker, or not Parker, the Love's station. I bought a bag of beef jerky, and it was really good, so I kept eating it.
Yeah.
So that, and then I had a chocolate chip brownie to wash it down with.
Chocolate brownie, yeah. Oh,
so I've been bad. Here I'm on a diet and I'm eating this kind of garbage.
Yeah, that's what happens when you get out on the road.
Yeah. No, I tell you,
driving cats, boys.
Driving all that time, my shoulders are sore. I feel like I've got carpal tunnel syndrome in my arm here from just holding the wheel. Yeah. And I got up this morning, and I could hardly lift my arms. It was awful.
Oh, no.
And so, in fact, this thing here, I was in so much pain last night from it that it was keeping me from sleeping well. And so things are a lot better today. It was swelling up before, but now it's better.
Oh, that's good. I've got some 800 milligrams of ibuprofen over there.
Okay. So Kelly is Xandicats.
$12 people watching. So how's the house project coming along that you've been working on all summer?
It's pretty good. We just had passed our framing inspection. We had a guy installing a fire sprinkler system, and there were a couple of things that the fire marshal decided he wanted different, and so anyway, we got that tended to. And then the homeowner decided they wanted to change the layout in the bathroom, so we relocated the toilet in a different spot. The problem is that the toilet lined up almost right over a truss joist underneath, so we notched the truss joist, and the inspector had a fit over notching that. And
wow.
So we've done it before, and I had to search the Weyerhaeuser website for their fix for that situation. So I printed out the paper, showed him the engineering for it, and then everything was okay. But yeah, you got to make sure you have your ducks lined up before you start cutting things. Because a lot of times plumbers will do things, and then you have to not only redo the plumbing, but you have to redo the framing too.
And they won't say anything. They won't tell anything. They won't say that they did stuff, or.
Well,
Jeff's been building a custom house up in Seattle for a customer, him and his brother. And really, I'm talking like we're talking from the ground up build. If you want to go check out videos on his channel, you can go check it out. But it's a pretty impressive build. And we're talking framing. I mean, these guys, they've done everything. And it's been pretty impressive to watch you guys, like, your progress with this house.
Yeah, a couple of the funnest ones are the time-lapse videos, like the concrete time-lapse doing the floors and foundation.
Oh, this is Kelly, Xanda Katz?
Right.
Oh,
right.
okay.
Did she say something?
Yeah, she says, "Hi, boys," and then, tell Jeff success. Charlie's eating the surf and turf food. Okay.
Yay! Hi, honey.
The surf and turf food. Hi, Kelly. And Andy says, you have a fire pit outside allowed to burn. Yes, you can burn as much as you want here. There's fire rings just kind of all over out here in the desert in the dispersed camping area. So yeah, you can burn pretty much as much as you want, as much as you want. Now in California, if you're in California, you have to get a fire permit that you can get from usually any camp host. It's free, but there's just they have a permit. It's you need to have a permit if you're in California and you're having a campfire.
Would that include a propane fire?
No. That would just be for burning. Burning a regular campfire.
Because I tell you, I'm really liking those propane fires.
They're very cool. Yeah, my friends have one, and we use it every night, and it was great. And you think about, I mean, the cost of propane, and it's $2.30 a gallon, and you get with those fire propane burners, they don't emit any smoke. You don't smoke.
No embers popping off into the dry grass.
Yeah, and then it's cheap. Like firewood, firewood's not cheap. Well, if you're here and you got to buy firewood, it's like $30 to buy $30 for a couple of boxes of wood. I mean, firewood's pretty expensive here.
And that's really kind of a good point, because what's you get a little bundle of firewood for like $8 now or something. I mean, they charge a lot for that.
They charge a lot,
and it lasts a couple hours. But a 5-gallon propane tank is $15, and that'll run for a long time. And it puts out heat. Yeah. And no smell and no smoke and no embers. So yeah, no, I agree. They're great. They're great. Another thing too is that you can roast your marshmallows over it, and you don't get fire smoke all over things. Yeah. Oh yeah. Andy says that's nice. Not a lot of rules. It sounds like I get so tired of endless rules and regulations. Yes, don't we all? What's on your agenda for tomorrow? Kelly is asking, what's on your agenda for tomorrow? I was going to go over to the solar store and look around and see if there's anything that I couldn't stand and had to buy, and then head up to the RTR tomorrow and try to meet up with some people that are up there too. And so yeah, just making the rounds. And she's asking for me. What are my plans tomorrow? I'm not sharing my plans tomorrow. No. Top secret. Yeah, it's top secret. I can tell you what I did tomorrow night, but I could tell you, but then I'd have to kill you. No, I mean tomorrow. Yeah, just regular routines. I've got a couple of other friends from Yuma are supposed to show up here. You probably remember Ken from last year. He had the sand rail. He had the big the big trailer. The big trailer. Yeah, he's supposed to be up here, and then another one of his friends are supposed to be coming up here. I gave him my GPS coordinates, so they'll probably be by. But this place is getting crowded. I mean, I'm in a pretty good flat, like huge area right now, and a big group just showed up over here, and then there's some other people that showed up over here. So it's getting the people are piling in.
They're definitely showing up because the big tent show starts this Saturday, this upcoming Saturday. So everybody's waiting for the big tent to open up.
You know, and I wasn't really impressed with the tent show myself last year. It's set up for people with the big RVs. It's not really for the boondocker kind of person.
It's not.
And now that you're in a nice big fifth wheel, maybe it's more appealing to you.
Oh yeah, it's all. Oh yeah, I'm gonna just line up the door and start buying stuff left and right. No.
Now that WCR has become such an RV snob,
I'm moving up, man. I'm moving up in the world, man. Yeah, it's like they have. I mean, I'm always like to see some of the new inventions, but I like to kind of see some of the trends.
Yeah.
Like see what's trending.
Yeah.
Because the RV industry right now, I'm watching. Well, that's what I wanted to talk about tonight with you guys. There's a new movie that just came out, or a documentary on YouTube called RV Nomads. RV Nomads. It's I've been watching. I'm about halfway through the documentary. Have you heard of it?
No, yeah. That's not the thing with YouTube people, is it?
I don't think it is. Okay. No, this is a. It was done in like Texas, I think.
Okay.
My friends were there when it was kind of going on, when they were filming some things and doing interviews. But no, it just actually posted yesterday, I think, and on. Maybe I'll put a link in the video description, the stream description tonight. But yeah, RV Nomads, it just got posted. It was just posted yesterday, I believe. But yeah, it's a pretty cool documentary about people living the nomadic RV lifestyle. But one of the things they were saying in there is that they were talking about the trends of the RV industry right now, the numbers and the amount of sales of RV and just the RVing, how it's booming basically right now. So RVing is, it's uptrending. So if you're thinking about starting a business with something to do with RVs or coming up with some kind of a service or products, or there's definitely a trend, and there's demand for the RVing and just the RV business. It's becoming more mainstream now. So that was kind of interesting to see that. I mean, it's definitely taken off. So that was definitely good to see. But it's a cool documentary. I'm only halfway through it.
Yeah, no, I'll have to look for that. But yeah, you're right. There are a lot of new products, new trends in RVing that, like for me, I like an oven, but the trend now is to just have the cooktop.
Oh yeah.
Or even not even propane anymore, but to have induction cooking.
Yeah.
And things that are opening up the doors to this are the lithium batteries. The good solar cells, and then they also have interconnects between the brains of your RV house, and then it will sense when your batteries are low and start your engine.
Oh wow!
And so it'll charge. If you're getting low, it will start your engine and start charging if you're not getting solar. And then compressor-based refrigerators. Because we've had these propane things, and with the lithium batteries and better solar, the propane appliances, they may be going the way of the dinosaur as better power systems come available.
Yeah, definitely.
And so it's, we're kind of just at the leading edge of some big changes.
Yes, I've seen it with the bicycle industry, electric bikes. Electric everything.
Yeah, well,
everything is a lot of things are changing. We're kind of in we're going through a transition right now. We are. I could say, definitely.
Yeah, that's one of the ones I want to see too. Are those big fat wheel bikes that have the little electric motor in them? Do you know what those are called?
Yeah. I met a guy out here, Mark. I met Mark Mitchell. He had a Rad Rover.
Okay.
It was Rad Rover. Actually, I rode one. I rode it, and I was really impressed with it. It just floated on the ground, and it had a lot of power.
Well, with those
Rad Rover electric bike, it had a lot of power. I was impressed with it.
With those fat tires, you can go over all kinds of terrain and stuff too.
Yes. Yep. Yeah. No. It's there's definitely a lot of new changes happening. But I don't know. I'm always kind of curious just with with the batteries and and how, you know, the recharging the batteries. But the cost, I mean, a lot of these bikes are not, you know, they're not definitely, the price point is, they're still expensive, but
How,
just like everything else.
Can you explain what expensive means?
Expensive means, so, you know, I mean, you're pushing like $2,500. I mean, for like an electric or
and
you know,
that's
electric
not
assist,
that
hybrid
bad.
assist, but all things considered,
How
I mean,
much is a motorcycle?
if you're using it to commute, you know,
yeah.
I mean, you could spend, if you're going to buy a new motorcycle, it would be more. It would be more.
I'd equate it to like a 250 or something like that. That's going to be $4,000 or something. So you can get a nice electric bike for half the price.
Yep. And you could use it for work. You could use it for commuting, and you could put tow a trailer behind it.
Yeah.
And haul cargo, and I'm seeing people doing that. They're starting to tow trailers behind their electric bikes and go shopping, and so yeah, I mean, I think that they're definitely they definitely have their advantages. So yeah. What's Crystal? Have you been keeping your medical card current, DOT physical every 2 years to maintain your CDL? Yes, I have been maintaining my medical card. Yep, and keeping everything current. How long are you guys going to do live stream tonight? Then I'll go watch that RV Nomads documentary you mentioned. I don't know, until we get tired of doing a live stream. But it seems to be kind of going pretty good right now until we run out of things to talk about. I'm not sure if that's possible or not, but Rock Adventures, I am a Road Trek Zion 2018 under hood generator, 400 amp hour batteries, 270 watts of solar. They call it the Eco Trek system, and it's not working properly.
Oh, where is this at?
This is it says I am a Road Trek Zion 2018 under hood generator, 400 amp hour batteries, 270 watts of solar. They call it the Eco Trek system, and it's not working properly, he says.
Are you down here?
Yeah, he's at the RTR right now. Yeah.
Okay.
I have a Road Trek Zion. Okay, so that's an actual vehicle, the actual vehicle Road Trek.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then,
and it has an under hood generator. Okay.
So what is the problem that it's giving you?
What problems is it giving? What problems?
Well, he says the solar system's not working.
Yeah, what's not working, Rock Adventures, with your system? It says this model got a volt start that start the motor when your battery are low, but it start the engine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but I mean, what's the problem that he's experiencing with it? If it's not working, what's not working?
What's not working? What's not working on that? The battery is discharged rapidly.
Okay, so that sounds like a short somewhere then.
Sounds like a short somewhere, maybe? Or do you have something, do you have a light on, or do you have something that's draining the batteries, draining the system? That's the very first thing I would look for. I would look to see if you have a light that's on or something that's turned on.
Yeah, like your batteries, your house batteries are going to go to a fuse block inside of the camper, and so what you might do is pull individual fuses off the fuse block, and if you have an amp meter in there, you can see the amps flowing from the battery. And so if you pull fuses and you see a decrease in amperage in your battery output, then you might be able to isolate the circuit that's giving you the problem.
Yeah. Andy says, or a parasitic drain on the battery. He says only the fridge is on. He says only the fridge is on.
Yeah, because fridges, you know, that's not a huge amount unless there's some kind of a problem in the fridge itself, you know, like the circuit board doing something wrong or.
Yeah. Always wanted to ask this question. Ever feel uncomfortable walking around, filming and talking on YouTube in public? As a viewer, I always see the strange looks you guys get sometimes. Yeah, as a courtesy, if I'm in public, I mean, there's nothing illegal about filming in public. You have the legal right to do so, but as a courtesy, it's always nice to ask if it's, you know, if you mind or what have you. I believe just because you're being courteous, and you know, and I think if you kind of come off like that, then they probably won't mind as much. But no, you have every right to film in public, and if you know you're trying to hide from, you know, if you don't want to be seen on camera or something, then you probably shouldn't be in public, you know. But because you have the legal right to do so. It's like you have the legal right to film public buildings. You have the right to go and, you know, film libraries, and you have the right to do all of that. So, anyways, yeah, I mean, you shouldn't feel uncomfortable, but yeah, I mean, you should always, in my book, you should always try to be courteous when you're one-to-one with somebody, or you just kind of come up on somebody and just as a courtesy ask them. But that's what I do.
You know, just a couple of points is, for instance, if you are in Hollywood and you take pictures of the Hollywood sign up on the hill, you have to have a license to show that publicly.
Oh.
Yeah, you have to get, and so
See,
there are
there's a lot to it.
There's a handful of things that you do need to get a license because it's property or, you know, an iconic thing. And then the other thing too is that as long as your face appears in the image, it doesn't matter because it's your face and it's incidental of anything else being in there.
Oh.
Like, you know, if you see a famous actor and they're behind you and their face is visible, some of them will want a copyright of that image.
Oh, copyrights, yeah. So copywriting. There is, there
right.
could be some copywriting issues, yeah.
But because you are in the image, they can't copyright it because it's of you, and they're just an incidental.
Interesting. See, Jeff knows a lot.
No, I know a little bit.
He knows more than I do on that. I mean, you know, I'm just like, I guess when I see the handcuffs come out, then I know I'm screwed. That's what I say. But no, I'm just kidding.
I thought that was when you started running.
Well, yeah. It's probably too late by then. Hey, who do we have? We have Bobby. Bobby's on the live.
Hi, Bobby.
She says, tell Jeff hi for me.
Hi, Bobby.
Rock Adventures. I mean, it's a compressor fridge, he says. Boondockin' Life. Howdy. How you doing? Rock Adventures. I got a 270 watts of solar, and it's not charging the batteries at all. Wow. How many batteries do you have? Hey, Bobby. $400-amp lithium. It says he's got 270 watts of solar and it's not charging the batteries at all. And he's got 400-amp lithium batteries.
Okay. You know, you check for the stupid things first, like, is there a breaker or a fuse on the solar panels going to the batteries? Because sometimes you can have a fuse that is out and then you're not going to get your charge that way. So there's a few eliminations that you have to go through. Kelly just kind of pointed out this one here to me. I don't know if you can read that.
Oh, yeah, I deleted it, or my banned, or whatever I did. I did something. I hid it.
I didn't see it. Hey, be nice to the old guy, would you?
Yeah. Yeah, you get some.
No, it didn't. I did like the part. What was now? Don't get jealous, Kelly. What was it? Oh yeah. tell the old guy he's really hot. Okay, I like that part. That's good. Thank you. But all his yammering is kind of screwing up the live stream. I'm a guest, you know. This is Johnny Carson. I'm Ed McMahon.
Are you hearing this right now? He's talking to you.
Yeah, and I'm being nice, you know. I can take a little abuse, but yeah, Johnny Carson, Ed McMahon. Okay, just think of it like that.
That's a good one. I like that.
Kelly just says, this lady isn't very nice, but that's fine. Hey, you know, you do this because you have a thick skin, right?
Yeah, you do. And there's always a couple people that want to play hardball.
Oh, yeah,
so,
no.
You know, they want to break out the boxing gloves. There's always a few in the crowd that want to.
Oh. Yeah, you know, it keeps you busy here with all the reading of comments.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then you've got all this other feed going on too that you got to keep up with.
Yeah, yeah, it's yeah. And I tend to sometimes be a little high strung. I mean, I kind of get a little. I got a lot of energy, you know. So I mean, it's sometimes it's like, you know, kind of, you know, being mellow. Like I watch some live streams and, you know, people are just kind of like, what, you know, they just kind of let it go, you know, and they're not doing much or whatever. But I don't like that. I kind of like the energy to be a little consistent. So that's kind of how I roll. But whatever, everybody kind of does their own thing. They do it a little bit differently. I just think about if I was on the other side of that screen and I was watching you guys or something, you know, like, I mean, if it's kind of lame, everybody's just going to tune out, right? I mean, I don't know. We got 13 people watching. Thank you for the thumbs up. 13. You guys are awesome. Having fun here. Andy Wilson, there is no shortage of haters. No, there's not. Actually, they keep growing, man. They grow and they grow and they grow. They get bigger and bigger and bigger.
You know, and there is nothing to hate about this guy. This is a good guy. A certified good guy here. Kelly sent me my daily meow.
Oh, that's Charlie. Yeah. Yeah, Charlie. I was.
There you go. What do we got? Okay, where's the
it's on
right
side,
there? Okay,
yeah.
there we go. Kelly sent me my daily meow. That's my sick kitty at home, but he's doing better. So that's Charlie. Charlie goes camping with us. And Dalton has met Charlie, and he did not scratch Dalton.
Oh.
But he did bite his mom yesterday.
Uh-oh. Yeah, he's a really cool cat. He's definitely one of the cooler cats I've met. Yeah, he's just got a unique little personality, but really good, very good looking cat. And how old is he? Yeah, he's a total stud. He is a total stud of a cat. He really is. Yeah, how old is he?
Well, we rescued him, and he's about 16 to 18 is our best guess.
16 to 18 years old.
And he was diabetic, and then we got him on a food called BFF, or Best Feline Friend, and basically he, about a year and a half after that, and taking care of him, getting him on his insulin, he went into remission. And so he's been off insulin for, I guess, about 3 years now. So what's happened now is BFF all of a sudden changed the recipe. And so instead of looking like pate cat food or ground up cat food, now it looks like you pop the lid and it looks like pudding or slime. And, you know, we scoop it out and it's like, ugh, disgusting. And so anyway, he started getting sick, and we think that it coincides with the recipe change. So Kelly got him some new food. I don't know what the brand is, but he seems to be responding to it pretty well. And we did just take him into the vet, and that cost $450 some. And
wow, that's are expensive, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah, and it was kind of ridiculous. $56 to get his blood pressure, and then $6 and some to dispose of the needle for doing a blood test. And, you know, it's just all the charges, they just break it down into a ridiculous amount.
Andy Wilson, where in Oregon do you think you will set up the trailer while you go to your long-term park? I have been looking at some secured storage facilities in Eugene or along the I-5 corridor between Salem and Eugene, or possibly somewhere in that area. I won't store it at the coast because of the salt air. I don't want it parked near the ocean. I want it parked in the valley somewhere. So that's where I'm looking right now. But I can pretty much park it. You know, I want to park it somewhere in that geographic area. Or maybe I'll get lucky and I would be able to store it at the trucking company that I'm working for. That will be working for, whoever that's going to be. But I doubt that's going to be a possibility. But yeah, I'd just like to have it, you know, somewhere where it's going to be secured, and I'm not going to have to be concerned about people breaking into it, you know, that type of a thing. So, which, yeah, that'll be a good thing. So. You know, vandalism, that sort of the thing. I don't want to have to put up with any of that crap. So, or somebody backing into it, or you know, that kind of a thing.
Breaking WCR news. Trucking company. What's this about?
Trucking company. I don't have an offer yet at a trucking company, but I've got a company in mind right now that I'm thinking about.
Okay.
And
like long haul or?
Yeah, over the road.
Okay.
Over the road. Yeah,
okay.
Over the road trucking. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that'll be cool. They're
yeah.
I was talking to a couple of guys, and just at the Loves up there on I-40 and 95. He's been doing it for 40 years.
It's a long time.
He's from South Carolina, and he's home for like a week, and then he goes for 10 days cross country, and you know, just nice guy. His wife is at home, and you know. Very personable old guy, you know. And
he's able to maintain a relationship with his wife. Well, that's great. That's great. Yeah, because a lot of truckers have a hard time with that, maintaining a you know, a relationship. Mm-hmm. Just because of the time away and just the lifestyle. It's. Mm-hmm. But
sometimes I think of that Garth Brooks song where Papa was a trucker.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Mama was a looker and Daddy was a jealous type.
Oh yeah.
He never hit the brakes when he was shifting gears. Papa's in the pen and Mama's in the ground.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember that one. Yeah. Well, we got 13 people watching, so that's good. Thanks for watching. Just gonna put some couple things away in the refrigerator here. I'll be right back for a second. Anyways, you sure you don't want another one, huh?
I'm okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep.
Boy, I'm almost out of my Black Butte Porter.
Black Butte Porter.
I might have to make myself start drinking the rest of this Ultra.
The Ultra? Oh. The Michelob Ultra. Ultra Michelob. It's pretty darn light. I think it's lighter than a Bud Light. Would you say so?
It is.
It is lighter than a Bud Light.
Yeah, it's almost too light.
It's almost too light.
Yeah, it doesn't taste bad, but it doesn't have enough taste. You know, it's just it's you barely taste beer in it. And if I'm gonna have a beer, I want to taste a beer.
Right, I hear you. Yeah, I hear you. Definitely. Where are we at here? We've been doing this an hour and 15 minutes. Yeah. So, any exciting stories to share on the trip down here from Washington? Like, which way did you travel down here from Washington?
This time I tried to take a different route just to see new stuff. So this time the original plan was to go down through Central Oregon, Bend, and so forth, but there was a accident that prevented me from going that way, and so I figured, well, okay, this way's an hour longer, but it's going to take me that much to go through all that mess, so I might as well just go. Went down I-5 to Yamata or something like that, Northern California, and cut across on 89, and took 89 all the way over, and got on, I think, 95 to Reno. I think you get on 95 after Walker Lake.
Oh yeah.
And Walker Lake, I like that.
It's nicer, isn't it?
And Hawthorne,
it's a fun place.
Hawthorne is a clean little town. I gotta say, I really liked it there. People were super nice, and I'd like to go back there sometime and see a few things that they had. And then there's also a couple of other towns along the way, the old gold mining towns, and just looking off into the hills around the little townships, you can see these old, very classic styled turn-of-the-century houses up there.
Yeah.
And so, being a builder, I thought it would be interesting to go and take a closer look at that. And the only reason I didn't is because I'm making a beeline to get down here. I mean, I could have taken 10 days driving down here just with everything that I wanted to stop and look at.
Yeah.
And
for sure.
So maybe on the way back I'll take a little more time because I'm not going to be under pressure to get here or there. And but yeah, I ended up coming in through Reno and then down 95 to Las Vegas. I was looking for the turnoff to Death Valley, and somehow I missed that turnoff.
That would be like you're going to head towards Pahrump.
Okay.
Yeah. You just went straight into Vegas?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you would need to take a right to Pahrump.
Okay.
The other way that's really cool to go that I highly recommend, is go down like you're going to go to the hot spring. The what's the name of the hot spring? The oh geez, I always forget. There's a hot spring, and anyways, it's a back road that goes through an old Wild West mining town. It's pretty much an abandoned mining town. There's still a few people that live in the town, but Alkaline, Nevada.
Okay.
Alkaline, but that would be. Let me think for a second.
That
would actually be. I'm sorry, forget it. That would be like way before you would get to the Pahrump turnoff. So never mind. Did you go up to Tonopah? Did you drive?
Yeah.
Oh, you were way up there. Okay,
Yeah.
but if you bypass, if you go like drive to the Alkaline hot springs, you can bypass driving all the way up to Tonopah, and then you drive through that old mining town that I was talking about.
Okay.
And I would highly recommend going that way because it's all downhill and then kind of flat. So
quick hint on Tonopah. Go to the Chevron station. The gas is like 30 cents a gallon cheaper.
Oh, when you first come into town?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Chevron. That's where I bought gas one time. Yeah.
Well, I was going to go to the truck stop, and so it had this big sign and all this pomp and circumstance of building it up, and so I thought, okay, yeah, it must be a big one, so I'll go there and get cheap price on it. Okay, it turned out to be not very much, and their gas was more expensive than Chevron by a long shot.
By a long shot, it was more expensive.
And so, yeah, I mean, if it was close, I would have gone in, but so I decided to just drive to the next town, which I think was Beatty.
Beatty. Yeah, Beatty. Yeah. Not much in that town.
Yeah. I figured they called it, named it after Warren Beatty for the movie Bugsy, which he came up and founded Reno in the movie. But good movie if you never saw it. Bugsy.
Bugsy. Yeah.
But yeah, and then so in Beatty, I stopped and I hit up the car wash because I wanted to go in and get the RV cleaned up. Okay, so the soap didn't work with a crap. The brush didn't work with a crap. All the dust is still on, dark black dust on white truck. just shows up like a sore thumb.
Oh.
And so anyway, I'm going to have to find a better place to wash the poor truck and clean it up.
There's a really, really good RV wash in Yuma, in the Yuma foothills. And like, it's a full service like wash. I mean, they do the roof, they do the sides, they blow dry it. They have like a big rack that like power washes everything. It does power washes the roof, power washes the sides.
Yeah.
And then they go back and they back wash everything by hand. And that place is awesome, and it's cheap. It's like $1 a foot or something. And like $20 you could do your rig.
Yeah.
And it's down in the Yuma foothills. That's what I did when I sold the Northern Light. I took it down there and washed it, and they did a really, really good job.
Hey, you know, while I'm thinking about it,
enjoying the live feed. Right on, man. Thanks for watching.
While I'm thinking about it, I have 35 gallons of fresh Seattle tap water. And
he's got fresh Seattle tap water in his truck camper right now.
Yeah, and
that's worth a lot down here.
Last year when I came down here, it was fresh glacial till water from Mount Hood.
Mount Hood glacial till water.
Yes, yes.
Woo!
And that's even better than Seattle tap water.
Good water in the Northwest. I know I'm missing it down here, let me tell you.
No, I tell you, Las Vegas, my brother's house, they have water softeners, and, you know, you try to take a shower, and it just doesn't feel like you get the soap off of you, you know. You don't feel
No, you don't.
rinsed.
No, you don't. Yeah, it's like then you're drying yourself off, and it's like just...
And then the water kind of has an odd taste to it, and, living up the West Coast, Pacific Northwest, we are so spoiled with water.
We totally, yes, we are totally spoiled with water.
Yeah. I mean,
and clean air, no dust. And that's another thing that's really nice about the Northwest is just no dust.
No
and
bugs.
the wind dust and the bugs. Yeah, we don't have a real bad bug problem. I mean, certain places can be bad bug wise.
Well, and you know, it's really, you know, you think about how lucky it is. Now, don't everybody go moving there, please, but
don't move to the Northwest.
Yeah, there's
not good up there.
You can go swimming, and there's no leeches in the lakes. There's no snapping turtles, no alligators, you know, none of these. There are no nasty things up there.
Yeah.
Now there were some people that were eaten by a cougar a couple of months back out in Issaquah.
Yeah,
So we're getting a lot more cougars and bears around there. So you got to be careful of them.
I had a mountain lion encounter when I was riding my mountain bike up in kind of out in the Snoqualmie Valley area.
Yeah.
On the Snoqualmie Valley Trail.
Yeah.
I had a it was either a cougar or mountain lion encounter, and I was off my bike, and it had crossed the trail, and it looked at me, and then I looked at it, and I was off my bike, and then it just lunged into the woods.
Oh, really?
And then it got all quiet.
So you scared
And then I'm
off.
going, shit, I was getting freaked out, and I called my buddy up. I'm on my mountain bike, called my buddy up, like, dude, what do I do, man? I think I'm going to get attacked by a mountain lion, and he says, okay, what do you have on? You got a pocket knife? He says, okay, take your knife, and you know, and hold it in your hand like you're gonna attack.
Yeah.
And then just walk past the encounter, and you know, don't ride, and just walk. So I was off my bike and walking, and I ended up walking past it, but I was a little scared because he like went into the woods, and then it got quiet. So I know he wasn't out running all over the place.
Yeah.
So it was a little weird, and he might have been stalking me.
Well, they're an ambush predator.
They are an ambush predator.
And they like to jump from behind and get your neck.
Right.
See, my plan is if I'm ever out there and I encounter, I'm going to have a little laser pointer, and I'm going to do the laser on the ground and get them to chase the laser dot.
Yeah.
I'm going to play with the.
You're going to play with them. Yeah, they're predators. They're stalkers, and they'll, they're actually, mountain lions they're the worst. You don't want to mess with those guys.
They are tough.
They are.
Yeah.
I mean, if you better have firepower. I don't know. I mean, but by the time you get whatever it's already over.
Yeah.
They've already ripped your head off or whatever.
Yeah, by the time you figure out something's happened, it's already happened.
Yeah.
And I guess I'm told that one of the things to do is to have a hat with eyes in the back.
Oh.
Because
Hat with eyes in the back. Have you heard of that before?
Yeah. If they think that you're looking at it, they want to ambush, and if they see eyes, they don't know that they're real or not. They just see that there's a couple of eyes up there.
Yeah.
And it will deter them from attacking.
Ah. Huh, interesting. I'd never heard that before.
Mm-hmm.
So we got Kelly says we did have the smoke from the forest fires. We did have the smoke from the forest fires in the Northwest, yeah. And
that was last year.
We fake ass Van Dweller says, cheers, is this at the RTR? Yes, pretty close to the RTR. We're not at the RTR physically, but we're close to it.
Yeah, we're a couple of miles outside of Quartzsite.
Glad you weren't a meal on wheels. Scary. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, no kidding. I was one of the more scarier moments in my life. I was definitely scared. I was, I wasn't sure how to react to it, but I definitely, it taught me lessons to be prepared, a little bit better prepared, and, how could you be better prepared? I guess have a bigger knife maybe would probably make me feel a little bit more comfortable. But man, those guys, if they attack you, it's gonna be brutal. That's what my buddy told me. He says if he does attack you, throw your bike at him. And so was what I was gonna do. I was gonna actually throw my bike at him, and then fight like hell trying to save my life. So. We got 13 people watching. Thanks for the thumbs up, guys. What questions do you have? What do you want to talk about? What questions do you guys have? Got questions for us? So we got some more questions rolling in here. 12 people watching. Thanks for watching and thanks for the thumbs up. What's the next stop after Quartzsite? What's the next stop after Quartzsite? I could be going back to Oregon, maybe. There's a chance I might go down to Yuma and visit some friends in Yuma, or go down to the sand dunes. They'll be having another annual cleanup, sand dune cleanup. This shirt I have on here. This is they give you a free shirt. They have a free barbecue, free lunch, and it's free camping for the Martin Luther King weekend.
Where is that?
The entire weekend. This is down at the Glamis or Buttercup Sand Dunes.
Mm-hmm.
It's a free weekend.
Okay.
And they give you, like I said, they got. So, anyways, it's Dunes cleanup weekend. So you basically go out and you volunteer and you pick up trash, and then you bring the trash bags in, and they have a raffle. There's a bunch of people that sponsors that sponsor the event that raffle off all kinds of prizes, and they're great prizes worth. Some of them are over $100 each, and so they do the raffle, and we're talking it's a lot of stuff that they raffle off, and then they give you it's a pretty much an all-you-can-eat barbecue, hot dogs, hamburgers. And they usually distribute Monster energy drinks. Like you can have as many as you want. And the Monster energy drinks, yeah, those are the ones that are like $3 a piece in the store.
Oh yeah.
Like they're just giving them away freely. And so
sounds like one jacked up event.
It's a pretty jacked up event, man. Hey, I got the Monster hat on.
Oh, you do? I didn't know.
Yeah, I bought this hat in Mexico down in Algodones. I paid $5 for this hat. I negotiated them down from like $15 to $5, I think.
That's the way of the world. There.
It was a walk away. It was negotiable. Yeah, it was a walk away deal. I walked away, and he finally was down at the end of the block, and he says, "Hey, man, wait up! Here you go. Let's do a deal."
I was going to say, RV Bandwagon looked up, the cougar has the largest range of any wild land animal in the Americas, from the Andes in South America all the way up to Canada. And one of the things I've been interested in is the re-emergence of jaguars in Arizona. They're coming up from Mexico, and there used to be a certain amount of jaguars in the southern U.S., so it'd be kind of cool if the jaguar came back up here, because jaguar, that is I think it's the third largest of all the cats.
Wow.
And it's also kind of like the pit bull of cats. It's got the most powerful jaws, and
Damn. Just
there's some pretty cool. Oh yeah, there was a video of one that just, it jumps, grabs like a caiman out of the Amazon, instantly broke its neck, carries it up into shore, and just starts eating it. And
wow.
it's amazing the amount of power in that thing.
That's intense.
Yeah.
That's intense. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. They really, there's definitely some serious predators. Is your place like an apartment now? Yeah, pretty much. It's pretty much like, yep, it's pretty much like a studio apartment. I don't know the exact square footage, but yeah, my home now is pretty much like a small apartment. Any plans on Andy Wilson? Any plans on turning up the power on the 12-valve Dodge? I would like to. It's just, it's not like a super priority for me right now, and I don't feel like I found a shop that I want to work with yet. There's a shop in Eugene. I think it's called Oregon Diesel in Eugene, and they're supposed to be really good. So if I have any work done, I'm probably going to try to take it to somebody who's really good with what they're doing. But I would love to get another 100 horsepower and 100 torque out of it. Something just kind of moderate. But yeah, it would be cool. But yeah, it's not totally a priority right now. I mean, the truck runs pretty good. It just doesn't have the performance that I would like climbing over the mountain passes. But it does okay. It does okay.
Yeah, I would just be getting a chip.
No. This engine's all mechanical, so no electronics.
Your engine is?
My engine is. So okay. I would need to modify the fuel plate, or get larger injectors, or they have this kind of fuel system that hooks into the fuel plate, and you can actually dial it. You can adjust it. It's got like a dial. You can turn up the fuel, with it.
Sure. What year is yours?
It's a 97.
Okay, so it's before they really got into the electronic control on all that.
Yes.
Because my brother, he's got a
Yep.
97 7.3 liter, and he just got a chip for his, and it's supposed to have like a 50, a 100, and 150 horsepower setting on the chip.
Mm-hmm.
But he gets something when he switches it to 50 horsepower, but there's no effect on 100 or 150. And the thing about his engine is, to get more than the 50, you have to get bigger injectors, and you have to get something else.
Yep.
And
Yep.
so even though you get a horsepower chip, doesn't mean you're going to get it, because you're going to have to do other things to the engine. And it sounds like yours is just doing other things to the engine instead of chips. And
yes, it's not electronic. There's a couple of other modifications that
so what does it cost?
With it.
Like, how much do you think it would cost you to do some of that?
How much it would cost? I probably maybe $1,000. I mean, that's having somebody else perform the work professionally.
Would you feel comfortable doing it yourself?
No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. I don't know. Yeah. No, I wouldn't feel comfortable doing it. I mean, I could probably do the work, but I've watched videos of people doing some of the modifications and things, and I would much rather be reassured and have a very reputable shop do the work, and I would have no problem paying them for their labor.
Yeah.
But I'd love to be able. I mean, I don't want to make like a 500 horsepower truck. And my transmission, I had my transmission rebuilt many years ago, and it should hold up to at least 400 horsepower, I was told. So.
But then, okay, so then do you? would you really benefit from it? I mean, you seem to be towing this just fine as is, don't you?
Yeah, I mean the benefits would be, well, yeah, I mean the benefits would definitely be towing, but I would see pulling a mountain grade, a mountain pass.
Mm-hmm.
I would think I would see a huge benefit there, probably mostly. I mean out on the flats, I mean this pulls fine,
Yeah.
but when you get onto the mountain grades, then it, you know, it slows down. And then the other issue is the gearing. I have to, you know, I have to downshift a lot. I have to take it out of overdrive a lot when I'm on the freeway. So a lot of times I'm running in third gear, which is just, that's what I do with this generation of truck. You pretty much have to take it, you know, tow a lot of the times out of overdrive, which is fine. But yeah, I would like to. I would love to get a little bit more power out of it. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, 'cause another thing I heard is that an intercooler kit is a pretty cheap way to get more horsepower without having to do a bunch of work on the engine.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you get that turbocharger compresses your air, and then the engine fan cools it, condenses it, and you get a heavier air charge going in.
Oh,
and
through the intercooler. Okay.
Yeah, and
yeah.
so that might be one way to do it without having to do a bunch of work on the engine itself.
Oh, okay. AFC Live. Yeah, AFC Live. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Yeah, that seems to be a good way to go because you've got like full adjustability with it. But yeah. You plan on keeping that setup or go back to a camper or something else? I have already been thinking about, you know, other rigs, but every time I go and look at newer RVs, I'm really disappointed. So this is working out for me okay right now. I just wish that the ceiling was taller upstairs. You know, fifth wheels really aren't good for tall people. So bumper pulls are good, or like a Super Class C. I mean, if I had the rigs that I really like are the Super Class Cs, and the Super Class Cs, you walk in those things and there's lots of room. They're built for tall people, larger people, but those are out of my budget right now, and I don't know if you know, if that would ever be something that I would, you know, want to step up into, but yeah, this trailer is working out really good, and I love the floor plan with this trailer. So I have no complaints at all. I've got no complaints with the construction of it. The way I'm very happy with the construction of it. It's in great condition. So there's always going to be a little bit of compromise with these RVs unless you build your own, which I have seriously thought about doing. Thought about building like a cargo trailer, starting with a cargo trailer platform with like an 8-foot ceiling height, and then just building out my own cargo trailer. You know, going down and putting in a fiberglass residential shower in. Mm-hmm. I mean, these showers, like today I went down to the RV show in Quartzsite and I looked around at some of the, I guess you would call middle grade trailers, and the showers in them they're just garbage. I mean, the floors, I mean, are doing this when you walk in them, and the walls are doing this. Yeah. But now when you go into some of the higher end trailers, then they have like the fiberglass shower stalls, and that's the only way to go is the fiberglass shower stalls.
Well, you know, after that Northern Light bathroom, it's pretty tough to.
That was a nice bathroom. It was tough. It didn't, you know, it had the floor and it didn't move.
Yeah.
I mean, it was solid, you know.
And
so, but that was that's what you get when you go higher end.
Well,
you get the more solid.
You're familiar with my truck camper's bathroom, and
I don't remember. I have to look at it again.
It's narrow, and it's it's not as nice as what yours was, and it's a tight fit is the best I can say. And that
truck camper was nice because that was the 10-foot length, and the 10-foot length will have the larger, you know, bathrooms because they're hanging off the back end of the truck.
Right.
But that bathroom was okay, but I still couldn't like stand up totally in it. I kind of had to. I could sort of stand up in it, but it was not you know, the most comfortable. But anyways, to answer your question, I'm probably going to be hanging on this for now. I've been looking at the work and plays. The work and play toy haulers made by Forest River, but Forest River they're not really that. I don't think that they're that great, but it seems that there's mixed reviews on the work and play toy haulers. There's a lot of people that like them, and some people have had problems with them. But they make a fifth wheel version that I like. The fifth wheel version has a separate garage, and then there's the 18EC model I really like. That has an actual Murphy bed in it, which a fold-up bed, and it's only 24 feet long overall length, which is nice. And it's got a huge shower in it and everything, and a huge bathroom. I really like that one a lot. But that one's nice because it's got an 84-inch ceiling height inside. So the work and play toy haulers they're tall. They're big, tall inside. They're wide body. So
24 feet. How long is this?
This is 32 feet overall length.
And that would be easier for you to maneuver about.
It would be easier, but it would be a bumper pole, which but for a tall person, bumper pole is pretty much my only choice. Unless I either go to a motorhome or a Super Class C, a bumper pole toy hauler pretty much has the biggest, largest ceiling, and then I could get a bumper pole toy hauler. I wouldn't have to. I could get one without a slide out, which I would prefer that as well. I don't really care for slide outs.
This will get you. Well, yeah, not having the slide outs eliminates a lot of potential problems and lowers the weight. And but yeah, you want to be able to haul around your Banshee, right?
Well, I would. In a toy hauler, I would only do that if I had a separate garage because of the fumes and the smell from the gas.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't talk about this with the toy haulers, and it's like, so if I was to get that 18EC, that shorter length one, I would just haul the toys are in the bed of the pickup truck. Is what I would do with that.
Yeah, that works out. You'd have to unhook to be able to get things in and out of the truck, and I think your Banshee, will that fit between your wheel wells, or do you have to drive over?
That will fit with that. That fits in the bed.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. That fits in the bed. Let's see, Andy. The 12 valve Cummins totally different animal than the 7.3 Power Stroke diesel. Yeah, it's definitely. I think it's a much more simple. It's a simpler engine than the 7.3. Like just size, and it's a little bit of a simpler design, I think. RV Bandwagon question: New rig water heater fires up. New rig water heater fires up, heats water. Bath faucet delivers hot water fine. Kitchen and tub only deliver warmish water. Seems like cold may be mixing into hot line somehow.
Yeah, the only way that's going to happen is if there's a line crossed over there somehow. You know what? Check on your water heater, by your water heater tank. There are some lines in there for draining the system when you winterize, and there's one of the valves in there for draining is a crossover between hot and cold. So there's a chance that crossover line might be open from the last time it was winterized, and that will let hot and cold mix. So there's a chance that might be your problem.
Yeah, you might have some valves that are crossed or not open or closed. So yeah, I would check and see look at the winterization in your manual. You should have like a diagram that shows you how the valves are supposed to be opened, and I would check there and make sure that that's correct and check that first. But if you're getting hot water from your tank, then I'm assuming you're getting hot water somewhere. So that would mean that your element is fine in your hot water tank.
Yeah, you're getting hot water.
Hot water.
It's somehow the two are mixing, and I think that might be without looking at it, that's my best guess, is that it's in the winterization system where you can drain the hot and cold lines, and so there's just one valve that you may have to close, and that will eliminate the mix.
Andy Wilson, huge benefits, believe me. Yes, definitely there are for the 12 valve engine. RV Bandwagon, what type of RV is it? A Fleetwood American Dream Coach, 1998. I don't recall one of those. That's the coach it is. It's a Fleetwood American Dream Coach. Fake Ass Van Dwellers, your thermocouple is drying out. Your thermocouple couple is dying, but you can try turning up the temperature.
Yeah, my water tank has a fixed temperature. It's non-adjustable. And that might be RV water tanks. I'm not sure if they have an adjustable thermostat on them or not. I think it's just a fixed shut-off thermistor is what it's called.
Ah. He says the heater, RV Bandwagon says the heater heats the water up no problem, just not delivering properly. Yeah, RV Bandwagon, is the flow the same or lower pressure only on hot only at the kitchen and tub? That's a question. Are you not interested in vans? No, I mean I like vans, but really the only van that I really like is the Ford Transit cargo van, the high roof van.
You would clearly like one.
Yeah, the high roof Ford Transit cargo van, but that's just out of my budget, and for right now, it's just out of my budget. I would need to build it and stuff. But yeah, that Ford Transit van is really sweet. The one that I'm really impressed with, like on YouTube, is the one that a Wrangler Star did. He did a 4x4 drive conversion. There's a company in Portland, Oregon that does 4-wheel drive conversions.
Outdoor van?
Yeah, outdoor van.
Outdoor van.
And they do 4-wheel drive conversions on those vans, on those Ford Transit vans. But Wrangler Star, YouTube channel Wrangler Star, he's got one. It's the high roof, and that's a pretty sweet van. But we're talking big bucks to go that route. Mm-hmm. So I'm a little sentimentally attached to my truck, and so I like my truck, and it works good for me, and it's a great truck, and I'm happy with it. So I've always kind of tried to just keep using that truck rather than selling that and getting into something else. But I do like the vans, but I don't know if that's the direction that I want to go. I think if I was to go probably a van, I'd probably go back to a truck camper maybe. Just because, we're talking, it's a pretty good investment you're going to have into buying one of those transit vans. And we're talking, you're probably going to be dropping $25,000, $30,000 to buy one of those vans. The one that I want, like the high roof, probably the 1-ton. I think Stan has one. Saznak, he has one. He's got his is I don't know if it's a high roof, but he's got a passenger van, and I think his is a dually. But yeah, they're pretty cool. He says the flow seems to be at the same on both hot and cold. Mm-hmm. I was thinking it may be a sticky valve insert in the faucet control valve. What do you think?
The only faucets I know that can have a problem like that are the Deltas, because they have a twin O-ring system on a ball, and but yeah, the faucet shouldn't really be the problem. I think that the only thing that I can really think of is that crossover for winterizing, and I think what he needs to do is run out, take a look inside the water heater compartment, and look at, there's the hoses that come in and out of the water tank, and there'll be a couple of hoses dropping down through the floor for draining the system. And so one's hot, one's cold, and then there is an interconnect between the hot and the cold to finish the draining process. And so that's the first thing I would check for, is to see if that crossover line is closed.
Okay, check and see if the crossover line is closed. Jeff doesn't think, if you heard what he said, he doesn't think that it's the faucet valve.
Yeah, because faucets, they're not designed that way. The only ones that could maybe do something would be if you have a 2-control faucet, but it's still a valve that is going to be shutting it off. So
it says check the valves, but there may be another I missed. Thanks. Andy says, do not get rid of the Dodge. Yeah, I know, man. I don't want to get rid of the Dodge. I really don't. It's just a classic truck. Somebody emailed me today or texted me on one of the videos I did on the Dodges, and he said that he found a 97 3500 dually 4x4 truck with 175,000 miles on it, and they're asking 14,000 for it. He was just asking, is that too much or whatever? And I told him, I says, well, that's like a very highly sought after year and model, and depending on where you live, that price could be about right. But I know the prices on these trucks are going up because, you know, people are starting to, they're just becoming more valuable because of the problems that we're seeing in a lot of these newer trucks. And these older trucks are just continuing, these older engines are just continuing to be more problem free and just more dependable, you know, on, well, definitely on a performance basis, but on a cost per mile basis.
You know, I'm going to run out and take a picture of that crossover line and show it to him.
Okay.
So give me just
He's going to take out RV Bandwagon and take a picture of this control valve that he's talking about and show it to you. I might need to crack open another beer. Andy Wilson, I do a fair bit of diesel work, and trust me, if you ever get rid of the Dodge, you will really regret it. I know. I already sold one vehicle that I kind of regret sometimes. I kind of regret selling my 4Runner, and that was also another holy grail truck, a 1985 4Runner. And that truck just was, you know, was solid. I went through everything on it, and I'm a little sorry I sold it, but, you know, it was going to sit parked more than I was going to drive it. But yeah, this truck I have now, it's just a great truck. It's just a classic truck. I consider it just a classic truck, and I just like it. You know, I really like the truck. I like the way it drives, and I just like how affordable it is to maintain. And I don't have a big budget to, you know, well, it's not even that. I'm not happy with, I'm not impressed with a lot of the, you know, these newer trucks or whatever. You know, I personally don't, I don't think that they're really better than what I have necessarily. I mean, unless I had very deep pockets and I can afford to, you know, pay for all the repairs and all the warranty issues and all that. But that's not the camp that I'm in. So, anyways. Ceiling height of Ford Transit. I would say they're at least 6'6" or 6'7" in the high roof, in the high top version.
Okay. All right. I have it. There we go. Okay, so for Mr. RV Bandwagon, here is the, okay, so over here, let me get my hand working here. Okay, up here is the hot water for the water tank, and this is the cold water into the hot water tank. And right here underneath is this hose. Oops. Okay, so you see this valve up here. That is a 3-position valve, and so it will let water go from the hot water tank through the hot water lines, or okay, so it comes out of the hot water tank to this 3-way valve right here. You see 3 hoses there. It's the bottom hose, and then it goes from that and continues into the hot water system. But here's a 3-way valve that goes down and connects right into the cold water line. And so what you need to do is check the position of this valve up here and make sure that it's not flowing down into your cold system. So that's what you got to check. Okay, I hope that helps.
Give it up for Jeff. Give it up for Jeff, man. He's all over this. He's all over this here. Love it.
Hey, you want service, you got service. Just check into the West Coast Roller Show.
That's right. I mean, is your dealer going to give you this kind of service? I don't think so.
That's
not.
right.
I mean, you know, we're giving it away here. Right on. Right on. Right on.
I hope it works. You know.
Yeah.
It can be confusing.
Okay, Andy, have a good night. I wish I could have sold it to you. Have a good night. Gotta go to bed. Crack into the beer for me. Cheers. All right. Good night. RV Bandwagon says, Jeff, you rock.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
And if that's not it, let me know, and maybe I can diagnose it. Are you up at the RTR?
No, he's I think in Oregon.
Oregon.
No.
Okay. Yeah, but if you have a problem, you can let me know or let Dalton know, and we can diagnose it a little farther.
You want to crack that Guinness open?
Or you? No,
okay.
I'm polishing off this one now.
Did you polish off the porter?
I did, sir. I did.
Okay.
It had a short life expectancy.
Woo!
But yeah, we've been sitting here we're coming
Oh,
on
geez,
2
I don't know.
hours now,
We're like almost 2 hours. Yeah,
Yeah,
we should probably
yeah.
wrap it up soon.
Yeah, so a beer an hour.
It's 10 o'clock
that's
right now.
acceptable. Yeah.
Yeah. Unless you want to keep going on this.
Oh, I'm fine. I can keep going. I mean, as long as there's people that are willing to watch Beavis and Butthead here.
Pretty much. Exactly. We got 14 people watching.
14? Hey, a new record.
A new record. Got to be entertaining here, too. I mean, that's part of this live stream. It's like...
And now, for this commercial message...
I know everybody's watching Hobotech right now on the RTR, right? So,
what?
Hobotech.
What's he doing?
Well, he does live.
What's he got that we don't got?
He's got the part. He's running the Par TR, man. He's running the whole Par TR up there. So him and Stan are like running that whole thing up there. I mean, like I don't know. I don't even think anybody's going to the new the 2019 RTR. They're just all there for the Par TR.
You know, I can do without the party. I mean, I came down here to see you and a couple of other people, and then go see, as I was saying earlier, I want to see the mining seminar.
The mining seminar, yeah.
I want to see the solar seminar, and there's probably going to be a couple of other things. And
he says, I turned 2 valves, must have missed one, he says.
Okay, because they're try to spot one that has 3 hoses connected to it, and it will be a 3-position valve. And you're going to want to have, how does that work? I think you want to have the valve so that it's positioned, there's a lever to the valve control, and you want to have it pointed in the direction you want the water to flow. So if it's turned down and connecting to the cold water, then it's going to flow that way. And so you want to have it turned so that it's flowing out into the rest of the hot water system. I think, don't quote me on that. Try it first and see if you like it.
Try it and see if you like it. Hey, it was up to 17 views there for a bit. Yeah, that's cool. Glad people were watching.
So what's the Hobotech? I haven't really watched his
channel. The Hobotech, let's see if I can pull it up on my laptop. Let's see. Actually, I was watching it when you came by.
Okay.
I think it's already... Let me reboot it up here.
Mm-hmm.
It might be over. It might be over. Streamed live 4 hours ago, it says.
Okay, well, that's long gone.
It's long
Unless
gone.
there's a different stream up.
Yeah, it's not live.
Like, go to his channel and see if there's a new stream. Or is that it?
Guess what time it is?
We're seeing him Hobotech streaming right now, live streaming. Who would know you'd have so much fun down here? It's just like high school.
Yeah,
it's just like high school down here in Quartzsite.
Only better.
You guys want to know what it's like in Quartzsite? It's like going back to high school again.
So, What do we got there? Is there? Is that a new stream?
No, well, no. This was streamed 24 minutes ago. It says.
Yeah.
So it's already been done.
Yeah. Okay. So they're done.
It's already been done.
Okay.
Well, we got 13 people watching.
Mm-hmm. So
we got. Let's see. Dalton's voice sounds like the guy who runs RTR. Seriously. Oh, Bob.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Yeah. Maybe a little bit. I'm gonna start my own community here. I'm gonna start my own thing. I'm gonna call it. I don't know.
I'm gonna call it the WCR.
The WCR. Yeah. An annual meetup in Quartzsite.
Only better.
That's right. Only better.
Well, that's what do you know who Line Screw One is?
Yeah.
So he's got his Royal Tropical Retreat RTR going on.
Oh, I think I saw that, dude. It's like,
yeah.
come up with something else. I mean,
yeah.
Why are you like piggybacking off of somebody else's, thing, right?
Well, yeah.
That's kind of lame, isn't it?
He's kind of got a thing for, let's see, first it was Caravan Caroline. He was
Rubber roller tramps.
Rubber roller
tramps. That's a good one.
That works.
The RRT. So he was going after that one lady.
Yeah, and then he went after someone else.
The bus guys. What do you call Wander Bus or whatever?
Oh, Wander X Bus.
Wander X Bus.
Yeah.
The clickbait clickbait van life channel that I think Dave to D vlogs totally annihilated on what do you call what's the mock videos or just the whole
are you talking about Camel Dave?
No, not him. Dave to D vlogs.
Okay.
Yeah, he did the what do you call the
what
are they? Well, no, not him. When they oh, come on. A grill, roast.
Okay.
Roasting.
Uh-huh.
Ta-da! Roasting videos.
And he was roasting.
He was roasting Wanderbus.
Okay.
Because of the clickbait and her flashing every part of her body, in the thumbnails and everything.
She does do that very
But they were putting a scam on, I think. They were putting a donation scam on.
Right.
And he exposed them.
It was the giving the bus away.
Giving the bus away. I mean, what a bunch of tools. Why would you do that? Why would you tool your audience,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they were acting. Like I saw one of their videos where they were doing the thing.
Mm-hmm.
And they were presenting it. They were doing a live stream, and they were telling their audience what they're doing, and they're giving this thing away. But there's these tickets, and you buy the tickets, and it was totally this is a joke, And the people are sheeple. They're they just fall for these things, So don't drink the Kool-Aid, guys. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. I repeat, don't drink the Kool-Aid. Okay, thanks for you guys' time and value and information. You're absolutely welcome. Pneumatic Diesel. Bob is looking more and more like Santa Claus with rosy red cheeks.
Yeah, he does look like Santa in the off-season.
He does. He does look like Santa. I agree. He actually did a parody of Santa Claus, I think, one time.
Oh, really?
And he looked just like Santa Claus.
Yeah.
I totally agree.
Yeah, but I appreciate the RTR and the amount of work he puts into it. I mean, he really does deserve some credit for putting this together. And there are people that are very actively bad-mouthing Bob, but I think Bob's got a good heart. I've gotten to talk with him a little bit, and I think he's genuinely a pretty nice guy, and he does like his privacy. But then again, he also is doing things where he's got to face hundreds of people at a time. And so, anyway, I guess it's a little bit of a oxymoron or a juxtaposition. But anyway, I appreciate what Bob's doing down here. And
well, cool.
And I'm here to enjoy it.
Yeah, I heard that he has... It might have been a rumor, but he has security over there, or did you hear anything about security? There's security people like for the volunteers or whatever. There's some kind of security or something.
I would have no doubt. I mean, there's I don't know how many thousands of people up there, and you got to have someone out there. There's probably a good chance that some of the people up there are law enforcement that are into this too. You know, there's probably a handful of
one of the there was a speaker there, Nomad Tactical, I think, and he was doing a seminar or a talk, giving a talk on security.
Yeah.
And being a nomad from a retired law enforcement perspective,
Yeah,
which I would have liked to have gone to that that talk and kind of hear what some things he had to say. But he was talking about parking and kind of like not like how to protect. Well, I'm sure he was talking about a lot of things, but he was talking about how to park with parking and stuff, how to avoid tickets, that kind of thing, which I thought was kind of interesting. So like kind of giving you some tips to do.
Do you follow Gene's Therapy?
Oh, he says, haven't seen any security here. Okay, so that was just a false rumor then. All right.
Do you follow Gene's Therapy?
No, I do not.
Okay, he's the guy traveling with Pippi Peterson, but he was a cop for a number of years, and he did a really good episode a few months back on security. And if you wanted to learn about it, he's a really good guy to learn that kind of stuff from. And he's a pretty likable guy too. So
good to know. What is the appeal? What is the appeal of Quartzsite? When I went through there, it looked too crowded. I mean, this is just kind of where, like, all the RVers just kind of gather for the month of January, and then it seems like after the big tent is over, everybody kind of goes their own separate ways, or they go south, or they kind of just all peel off and go wherever they're going to go. But this is kind of the annual meeting where everybody kind of just convolates. Is that a word? Is that the right word to use? Convolates? Or
I'll go with it.
Convolates. Everybody convolates here. And in January,
I think the Quartzsite lives for about 3 months out of the year, something like that.
About 3 months out of the year. The shopping here pretty much sucks: food, groceries, and stuff. And
there is Roadrunner Market.
There's Roadrunner Market, and the food's everything is like expensive here. Fuel is a little bit more money here. Food is more money. Everything is more money. Everything's a little bit more expensive here. But I mean, there's not much here. It's just kind of where everybody like gathers, and there's just an abundance of free BLM 14-day camping everywhere around here. And there's also, I haven't seen a ranger since I've been out here, so it's pretty much, you can pretty much there's not a lot of rangers out here patrolling and stuff, so you can pretty much just go out here and camp and be left alone and not be bothered. And then there's Ehrenberg if you go over there, so it's just a lot of free BLM camping to do in this general vicinity. So that's kind of, I think, why just a lot of people end up here in January. But
I think like right now with the government shutdown,
congregates. That's the word.
Congregates.
Thank you. Congregates. Yes, congregates. That is the correct English, the correct language. Correct English.
But I think isn't with the government shutdown, they're not charging you for BLM right now?
I was told through a rumor that one of the volunteers over at the LTV. Sorry, I'm talking to the camera, but I was told that some of the volunteers are checking people over at the LTVAs if they don't have the pass and they're asking them to leave or whatever. So I heard a rumor about that. But yeah, you can't buy the pass. You can't buy the pass online. You can't buy it down there. So, but everything is running as it's supposed to run, and the dump station's open, and the water's open, and the trash is being emptied, and miraculously everything is working when we don't have the government working. So it's amazing isn't that amazing?
It's amazing.
It's amazing that it's actually functioning.
It's running without.
It's running without the government. Is that amazing? Oh, it just blows my mind when I think about it. Okay, ignore my sentiment, okay? All right. I think you get what I'm saying here. Elvis Travels, royal greetings from an undisclosed location. I know all about your undisclosed locations. You never tell anybody where you're at.
Well, it's Elvis.
It's Elvis. It's an undisclosed location. RV bandwagon. What? Let's see. Did I miss anybody's question? What do they do at the RTR? Events, classes, kind of all of the above. There's definitely a lot of there's classes that they have that go on every day, and there's just a lot of groups that everybody kind of spins off into their own group or their own neighborhood or their own community, and they do things within that community. There's like art groups, and there's a party section, and there's kind of like different sections. There's like a step vans. There's a step van section. There's like school buses and sections, and so you just kind of find your flock of seagulls that you run with, and you kind of you run with your flock of seagulls or whatever. But but yeah, they do a lot of seminars, and they just talk about different subjects: solar, security, gadgets, just a whole host of things.
Yeah, boondocking, all kinds
Boondocking,
of stuff. Everything related to this lifestyle.
Yeah, work camping, anything related to being a full-time nomad, and how to do the lifestyle. But there's just a lot of different perspectives from how to do it. There's not just one way to do it. There's probably 13 different ways to do it, from living in a Prius to living in a Class A or whatever. But you get to kind of see and hear different perspectives on how people do it, and look at their rigs, and network and meet people. So I know that's what a lot of people do, and some people just show up to party and reunite with people. Some people don't even go to the whole spiels and the seminars and stuff. They just go to hang out with their friends.
Yeah, well, what I did last year was just walked up and down all the lanes, and when I saw something interesting, I just started talking to people about their setup, and all the people were very nice. Everybody wants to show off what they've got, and I had a good time. There was an artistic van girl. She did about 8 videos, and then she just stopped doing YouTube and only does Instagram now. But she and her father built out a transit for her, did a really nice job on it.
Yeah.
And that's what she does. She makes her living teaching how to do photography with an iPhone. And,
wow.
So she's obviously doing well enough from just teaching people how to do photography with an iPhone that she's making a living on the road doing that, and it's kind of what she wanted to do. Artistic Van something or another. Artistic Van. It's going to be.
Is that Art Van Grow?
Yeah.
Is it Art Van Grow?
No. It's,
the lady that I think Static Camperman did an interview with her.
Yeah. Well, I did an interview with her last year. Artistic Adventure Van. I'll look it up here. I'll have it in just a second.
Elvis travels. A lot of single women out there. I'm sure that there are. I miss your Northern Lights camper. That thing was a sweet, man. Yeah, it was sweet. It was a sweet camper. Unfortunately, it just it wasn't the best. It wasn't the perfect kind of rig for me, but it would have been close if a few things were changed on it. But it was heavy. I wish that I would have liked it to have been a little bit lighter weight camper. But it was nice.
Now this is the second. There is Dave's RV Life, and he did a video last week why I left the RTR, and then he shows up back at the RTR, and now he's got another video why I left the RTR. Time to roll on.
Time to roll on.
So it's his second why I left the RTR video in a week.
It's clickbait. Everybody's clickbaiting the RTR.
Yeah. Hey, you got nothing but the real deal here.
Yeah, I used. Okay, I'm gonna have a public announcement to make. I used the hashtag RTR in one of my videos today. I didn't put it in the title. I put it on a hashtag. So, but I didn't put it in the title. So you can't bust my balls for that. All right. Because I know you guys want to try to bust my balls about something. There's a Rock Adventures. There's a tree there's a tree seminar a day, a free seminar. I think you mean free seminar a day at the RTR. It's also a big gathering for RVers. Yes, 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 and yes.
Yeah, it was artistic adventure
But
van.
it's probably more of a gathering for people that are in smaller RVs, because to get larger RVs in up there at that area, it's hard. It's tough. I did see there was a huge 40-foot Prevost up there though, but somebody was pretty committed when I was up there walking around.
It was kind of funny.
Christy says hi. Christy, how you doing? What's going on? Good to see you. Good to hear from you again. I enjoyed watching some of your metal detecting videos.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Actually, yeah, I thought that was really cool. So I hope that you continue to do that and show the world how you do it and teach other people how they can do it. But I did enjoy your video series on that.
Yeah, Kelly has a metal detector, and we've got to get out and use that thing one of these days.
We got, so when is the next Banshee ride? Yeah, that's a good question. I wish I had it with me. I could make some really cool videos down here. But
how long's it been now?
How long has it been? I think it was like back in August when I did the last Banshee ride.
And you just put some new stuff on that too, didn't you?
I did. I put a larger gas tank on it.
Yeah.
I put
foot pegs or something.
I have put a little bit of a different style of foot pegs.
Yeah.
And I put
your muffler.
I put different exhaust pipes on. I put them FMF exhaust pipes on it, and I put some different paddle tires I had running on it. And yeah, I really Banshees are kind of one of those things where, like, I mean, I could talk about them, and it's kind of like a real, I guess, kind of a passion, kind of a little bit for me. I mean, it's something I guess I kind of love doing. I mean, it's a hobby of mine that I really, I love, and it's a lot of fun for me. So I could talk about it, but yeah, I've thought about starting another channel and just dedicating it to that type of content. And because there seems to be a lot of people that, well, I know there's a huge following with it, but I could probably I could do like more stuff with it, but one of my dreams would be to be able to go and travel and ride a lot of these off-road parks and places, and make videos, and do like a lot of product testing or part testing or tires, just do a lot of testing with things and make videos and do all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's definitely a creative outlet for me, for sure. The Banshee, and also biking and mountain biking, that sort of thing. I do. I like mountain biking a lot too. So yeah, it would be cool. I really should have those toys here with me, because I could definitely make content with them and network and make new, friendships, and just make more really cool, try to make more cool videos. So, everything is a work in progress. Everything takes time. You got to be patient. You just don't want to give up on your dreams. You just got to keep working at them, and I think you got to kind of really take the marathon approach and just love the process, and it's have patience with everything. So anyways, that's my kind of spiel on what I'm saying here. Do you have fur babies? No, I do not have any pets. Nope. Nope, I don't have any pets. 12 people watching. Thanks for the thumbs up. Getting some more comments here. You should take it to the cleanup. Yeah, it would be fun to have it. I mean, man, Glamis is a pretty cool place to ride. I mean, it's a huge area, and you can just go for miles. I actually would really like to ride the desert down here. The desert to me is intriguing down here because there's so much area to ride. would be it would be a lot of fun. It would be a lot of fun to go on rides in the desert. Are you guys single?
Yeah, Kelly just noticed that one.
Kelly just noticed that one. So,
yeah, Officer Kelly watches my life very closely.
Yeah.
But I have a very special girl in my life.
So me, I think you guys probably know the answer to that. One of my friends, he has a hat, and in big red letters on the front, it says "single." One of the funniest hats I've ever seen. Sometimes he'll wear it when he's around the campfire or whatever, but it's kind of more of a joke than anything. But it definitely gets the point across. Just start. Bring your Banshee and go everywhere. Yeah, yeah, it'd be cool. I mean, there's not like a lot of people that are kind of making videos like that or whatever, like taking their machines or their bikes and just kind of going various places and going on adventure trips. But yeah, there's definitely a niche there that I don't see it being filled by really anybody. Well, I don't see a lot of people doing it, but
does Z-Shark do a lot of riding video?
Z-Shark, yeah, I don't know what happened. I don't know what's up with Z-Shark. I haven't heard from him in a while. Yeah, he was doing enduro riding trips. He went up to Alaska.
Oh.
And yeah, he did motorcycle. I don't know what you would call it, just kind of overland. Well, not kind of, I guess, kind of overland trips, but motorcycle trips. Yep.
Okay.
RV bandwagon. I made a video for you a while back called I Bought a Banshee. Made it at 1,000 Trails Park in Washington. Never posted it. Wow. May have to now. It's kind of funny. Yeah, I got to post it. Huh, okay. Interesting. Misery Live Company. CC is single.
Who is CC?
Yeah, who's CC? I think I know who you're talking about, but I'm not interested if that's her.
Yeah. I think I know who you're talking about.
I think she's got like, doesn't she have a line a mile long already, I think? So, she's got at least a mile long line, I think.
No, we're
waiting line, I think, for her.
We're talking about the former sheriff.
The former sheriff deputy. Is that what you're talking about? Okay. Man, I better be quiet. I better be careful what I say here, right?
No. I told her that I call her Officer Hottie.
Oh. Pneumatic Diesel, laughing out loud. I'm glad you're laughing, buddy. MGTOW, man going their own way.
Oh, that's...
Yeah, no, that's not me. I mean, I get, yeah, I could kind of, I mean, I get the sentiment of it, but I don't do, personally, I don't do labels and stuff. I don't like labels. I mean, if you don't want to get married, you don't want to have kids, fine. Don't get married, don't have kids. I don't have to walk around and wear a shirt that says the thing on me, or I don't have to join a club or join a gang, or, like, whoop-de-doo. That's the way I think about it. But, but I do get the sentiment. I understand why they choose to have that identity. I understand the things behind it, but that's my take on it, if you wanted to know.
MGTOW.
Okay, I'm really going off here, aren't I?
Hey, inquiring minds want to know.
Inquiring minds want to know. It's interesting. I made a video about that a couple of years ago, but I never posted it, on the whole MGTOW thing, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to stay out of it, because I don't really care. I mean, I don't know. It doesn't matter, but I kind of think about that. It's like, unless you want to draw a lot of controversy to yourself, but who cares? Focus on the bigger things in life. But have you been to Alaska? No, I haven't been to Alaska. And then you say that CC is Caravan, Carolyn, and there's a waiting list. Isn't that what I was alluding to? I was alluding to that, yes. But no, not interested.
You know,
That's as interested in. I mean, not like just whatever. Yeah, that interesting. I mean, um, I've actually never. I don't believe I've met. I haven't met her.
Yeah, I think she's up in the Party R section.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. There, there's that whole clique that's up there doing that.
Click? Did you say click, Jeff?
I said there's a clique. Well,
there's lots of clicks up there. Yes, there's lots of clicks. It's just called, what is it? You got the LGBT clique. You got there's all kinds of clicks up there. Yeah.
Well, they're kind of like it seems to be the
and I'm
word
probably
now
get...
to refer to themselves as the tribe. But
yeah.
there's several groups of our
there's several groups.
Tribes.
There's several cliques and groups within the tribe. I don't know. I'll have to come back to me on that one again. I don't know.
Yeah.
Are we supposed to be one big family and sing kumbaya? I better be careful here. I better be careful what I say here. You know, it's all good, man. Hey, live and let live. All right.
Hey, a closed mouth, Gavin.
Live and let live. You do what you want to do. I'll do what I want to do. Thanks for everything, RV Bandwagon. Jeff is awesome. Good night, all. Please watch my upcoming videos. Lots of new stuff and plenty of old stuff too. Cheers. Right on.
Hey, well,
I hope it helped. We'll talk to you. We'll talk to you later. Maybe, hopefully, I'll run into you this year in Oregon.
Yeah, I hope that he was able to run out and try that and get things to work.
Single equals free. Yeah, you're definitely free. But I don't think there's really everybody's got to decide what is best for them and what serves them the best. For some people, it serves them better to be single. For some, it serves them better to be in a relationship or with somebody else. Some people really need that, and if they don't have that, their life ends up becoming a train wreck, and they end up falling down in some really bad channels that aren't good for you. So that goes for being single or being in a relationship. So yeah, everybody has to decide what's going to be best for them for the long term. But anyways, that's my whole rant and spiel on that. I'm sure nobody cared. Elena Don Francisco. Oh, hi again from Minnesota. Hello, Elena. What does your typical routine day look like lately? Pretty much.
I start out with waking up.
Start with waking up, brushing my teeth, putting my contacts in, doing my stretching exercise, sit-ups, push-ups. I do dumbbells. I do kettlebell workouts, and I do lots of hiking during the day. But with all these videos that I've been making now, I've been doing more videos. So, but that's pretty much kind of my routines right now. And then reading and planning my year out right now.
Yeah, I brought my office.
RV Bandwagon. Okay, hope to see you out. All right, peace.
Bought a printer on the way down here. I have some work I have to get done while I'm here. It's a semi-working trip. And so now what I need to do is get a pure sine inverter so that I don't fry my... I bought the printer and then I've got the laptop, and so I need about at least 600 watts of pure sine. And so they've got a 1,000-watt one over at Love's that's a pure sine. It's just I'm not sure of, okay, what kind of quality are they selling at Love's truck stops? Yeah. And they've always been pretty good. I've bought cords and stuff from them, and the cords stuff that I have bought there before has been really good. So, and I know a lot of truckers are using the yellow inverters they have, and they do have one pure sine, $229, and price is good.
Yeah.
So I might give it a shot. I'll swing in on the way over there tomorrow. It's just a couple of miles from here.
Okay. At Discount Solar? Or
No, the inverter was at Love's Truck Stop.
oh, Love's Truck Stop.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
But I should actually go to Discount Solar.
They might have
see
some.
what they've got.
Yeah, they
too.
may have some used ones too in stock. They might have. Well, like a used one is somebody maybe bought it, used it, and then returned it or whatever.
Yeah.
But best area in Oregon to live.
Florence is pretty darn good.
Florence is pretty darn good if you don't mind coastal living. After living on the coast for a few years, I tend to like it a little bit further inland. I like Mapleton. I tend to kind of like it a little bit further inland. I find it just to be a little bit nicer, a little bit warmer in the summer. So, anyways, best place to live, yeah. Cave Junction is nice. I guess it just kind of depends on what you're looking for. The central side of the state of Oregon is really nice. Redmond is nice. Bend is nice. Bend is pretty expensive up and up. Redmond is a really nice community.
They got Mount Bachelor there in Bend, which it's good skiing. It's not an aggressive, tough ski area. It's more of a cruiser hill. Mm-hmm. But Bend is nice. They got lots of sporting opportunities. I think, isn't there rivers and stuff to go rafting on in the summer, and lots of cross-country skiing if you want to do that. And then there's the downhill skiing. And I like Bend. I think it's a nice town.
Bend is really nice. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff to do. Yeah, and it's the climate there. It's warm, pretty warm summers. It cools down at night, but cold winters, long winters. Yeah. According to my cousin that lives there, long winters.
Yeah.
Medford, Grants Pass, and Central Point. That area is really nice too. Just the Rogue River Valley is really nice if you like kind of more of a 4-season climate. But yeah, if you want to live on the coast, I mean, Florence is a great area. Florence is a great location, and Florence is great because there's just so many things you can do within 20 miles of Florence.
Yeah. Whether
it's hiking, you want to go to the mountains, you want to go to the beach, you want to go to lakes, you want to go to rivers, you want to go fishing, you want to go riding, you want to do whatever. There's so many things you can do, and that's why I like Florence. But I kind of like it a little bit further inland.
Yeah, you were doing a lot of mountain biking there.
A lot of mountain biking, yeah. I was doing a lot of mountain biking, and yeah, there's just, it's an outdoors person's paradise. And the weather is pretty much, very mild. It's cool in the summer, and there's a lot of wind. It's very windy in the summer living at the coast. So a lot of people move away because they don't like the wind. They can't deal with the wind, and it's windy in the summer months. So, but that's just living at the coast.
And then there's the killer whales that swim up the river there.
What am I drinking? I'm drinking some Guinness, courtesy of Jeff. Guinness Stout. Guinness Draught. Yeah, Guinness Stout.
And I'm having a can of water. Michelob Ultra.
Sorry, I joined in late. Yeah, we've been going on a marathon here. Yeah, we're like almost 2.5 hours of live stream, or about 2.5 hours of live stream.
That battery's holding up pretty good.
It's holding up really good. Yeah, that's that tablet, man. It's got a pretty good battery, and it's really good battery. Enjoyed your chat, and thanks. Enjoyed your chat and post, and thanks. Good night. Okay, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Have a good night. I hope somebody doesn't get mad because some of the things I said tonight.
You haven't said anything bad.
Oh, I haven't, right? I mean, I just said a couple things that,
Nah, you've been very well behaved.
Okay, all right. Yeah. Well, then we'll just roll with that. I didn't mean any harm by anything I said tonight about anybody.
Yeah.
Okay? Anybody online or anybody, okay? So.
Yeah, nothing bad was said. It's totally cool.
Because I know whatever you say on the internet, it can't be erased.
I absolve you.
Oh, you absolve me. Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, I think we're probably going to wrap this live stream up here tonight. It's been a lot of fun. Do you have anything you want to say?
Good night, honey.
We got 12 people watching. Thanks for the thumbs up, guys.
Yeah, it was fun. Glad we were able to help a couple of people out with RV issues and whatnot. And yeah, do it again sometime.
Make a fool out of ourselves and laugh a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the best way to have fun.
That's the best way to have fun out here in the desert. Let's see here. Good night. Okay, Kelly says good night. All right. Good night, everyone. Good night. Good night.